Hola, bienvenidos a Amores, Patos, Face the Disney Afternoon.
I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your other host, Faby.
This is a podcast where two best friends get together and talk about the premiere of every show in the Disney Afternoon. Welcome to episode 90 of Amores, Patos. This is a very big deal for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where we will be recapping and reviewing and discussing and whatever the fuck. DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
Wow.
The 1990 cult classic, according to the various Wikipedias I read.
Yeah, same.
If you've listened to us for a while, you know, we've name-dropped this movie.
Yeah.
We've very rapidly discussed the plot.
Yeah, I was going to say we reviewed it, but no, we just kind of rambled about different points in the movie.
In our recap of Treasure of the Found Lamp.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 7 of
think.
DuckTales 2017.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But yes, I was thinking back. Yeah, we just rambled about multiple parts of this movie.
Like, not even in order. We just kind of went like, oh, there's that weird part. And then we just talked about it for a little bit.
Yeah. In our defense, there was, like, the loosely based character of Ferris Jen, who was very loosely based on Dijon. In the similar way that, like, Disneyland is based off those, like, really shitty Mexican pop-up carnivals.
Yes, that's the same analogy. Yes. Yeah.
That are not safe and will kill you given half the chance. On that note, never forget, my cousins went on this octopus ride that, like, it's like the octopus tentacles that lift you up, like, you're like 15 feet in the air, and you spin around. While mid-air, mid-spin, the little door, the safety door, swung the fuck open. That's Dijon.
Yeah, that same vibe of, like, here's a plot of land, and now we have rides.
Yeah.
For one weekend.
And they are totally safe and not liable to rattle apart at the slightest provocation.
Oh no.
Those things are nightmarish.
Yeah, and yet I always wanted to go.
I went.
Yeah.
I went on one actual ride. It was like a kind of a teacups thing where you spin, but you go up on this giant rattling, like, aluminum track. Everything's aluminum. Like, I feel like everything's gonna just rattle apart.
They were strawberries. You'd get into a giant
Oh, that's
strawberry.
fun. Mine weren't even that cool. Mine were just, like, bare metal shells you were sitting in. I'm like, this is probably the safest thing here. We're not off the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
The most you can do is throw me out. Anyway, DuckTales the movie.
Yes.
DuckTales the movie. We finally made it. Episode 90.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess before we get into our thoughts and the plot, it is time for the game show within our podcast.
Oh!
It is now time, once again, for Duck or False.
Tell me this is going to happen. So
I didn't warn you.
Now.
That was my plan.
Oh,
I don't know why I stopped doing this. I'm kind of bummed that I did.
Yeah.
But Duck or False will now remain, probably. No matter, I mean, we have Chippendale next, so I don't give a shit. Amores Patos is still in our title.
Yeah.
It's still the name of our podcast, so I will keep Duck or False.
Okay. Good to know then.
Yes. This is now my only warning going forward. Because my bad for dropping it in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, I just assumed, it left with the podcast.
No. Bring it back.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's my baby. Anyway, for your Duck or False question, Dijon everyone's favorite character, was first introduced in the DuckTales episode 95, Attack of the Metal Mites. Duck or false?
Oh no. I'm gonna say this is unfair because I have shit memory. Duck.
False.
Oh god.
Dijon was first introduced in DuckTales, the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, this movie is actually set between seasons 3 and 4 of DuckTales, and Dijon was reintroduced in DuckTales season 4. They brought him back. Everyone's favorite, Dijon.
Everyone was clamoring for more Dijon.
Season 4 is made up of DuckTales season 4 has 7 episodes.
Oh wow.
3 of them include Dijon as the focus. Okay,
oh,
2 of them include Dijon as the focus. 1 of them just has him in there. And that is episode 95, Attack of the Metal Mites.
Oh, okay.
And then the final 2 episodes of DuckTales, the final 2 episodes in which we ever see Scrooge McDuck, and this Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Gizmo Duck, and Launchpad. Actually, I don't know if Launchpad's... No, he is. Launchpad is there.
Okay.
We ever see them again. That is the Golden Goose, part 1 and 2, and where we get the aforementioned Dijon lore.
Boo.
And we meet his brother... Poupon.
I hate this.
Like the mustard or whatever the fuck.
I hate this. It certainly is a choice.
I need to know who created Dijon so I can sue them for emotional damages and racism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just...
It's...
Anyway. We'll complain about Dijon more when he shows up.
Yes.
Believe me. So, DuckTales the movie. Again, was released in 1990 in theaters. It was a theatrical release. It was directed by Bob Hathcock and Jean-Pierre Quenet. Maybe from the French Disney Studios, which I will get into. And the screenplay was written by Alan Burnett. Okay. And so the director and producer Bob Hathcock actually produced most of DuckTales the animated series, or at least a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
So the fact that he went on from doing the TV animation to a theatrical release is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a good choice.
Dang.
I mean, I'm gonna say it here.
Yeah.
I'll get into maybe a bit why later, but I do think the screenplay is fairly solid, and that's thanks to Alan Burnett, who was a writer and producer not just on Duck. This guy did and does a fuck ton of stuff. Just a couple of things he did was writing and producing at least 8 episodes of DuckTales and co-producing for, I think just in one particular season. He was a writer and producer for a lot of DuckTales. For the Disney Afternoon, he also wrote and produced for Gummy Bears, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and he would also go on to write and produce for Batman Animated Series and Static Shock. There's dozens. I can't list everything he wrote and produced on. Dozens of stuff. He actually won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program for the 1991 Tailspin premiere, Plunder and Lightning.
Oh wow!
Which deserved. It's so good. Yeah. And we will eventually get to Tailspin after Chip and Dale and Darkwing. Then we'll get to Tailspin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just fun little note that the poster for this movie was illustrated by Drew Struzan, who was best known for designing the posters for little-known projects such as Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Wow.
And Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And I think The Thing Like,
oh wow, yeah.
Like, I mean, he's still alive. Like, you look up, like, the poster for this movie is really good looking. It looks great. And
it's very good.
you look up, and I mean, if you look up any of these posters, look up Drew Struzan. His posters are iconic. Like, they are like the iconic movie posters. And like this one dude, I think he also did Back to the Future, maybe.
I'm googling.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did the iconic Back to the Future.
Yes.
Incredible.
And actually, I had a lot of fun looking into the production of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, kind of why it exists and why it looks the way it does and why it exists.
Yeah. Why?
Yes. So, this movie was the first time Disney distributed an animated film that was not produced by Walt Disney Feature Animation. So think Snow White through Cinderella through Sleeping Beauty, Rescuers. What came out just before this? Little Mermaid came out 89. Mm-hmm. This was the first animated film to be produced by Walt Disney Television Animation under the very temporary banner of Disney Movie Tunes.
I saw that. I was like, I'm never gonna see that logo
it's like,
ever again.
The fuck? Because it would be later changed to what is it? Toon Studios, like something similar, but just different enough, and that's what they made a Goofy movie under.
Okay. Yeah.
They made very few movies. I think it was this. Was it just this and a Goofy movie?
Maybe.
Possibly. Under this name, under Disney Movie Tunes, this is the only film. Mm-hmm. And it was primarily animated by Walt Disney Animation France.
Okay.
Though the animation was actually passed around to several studios. Oh. Because there were some animators located in London, others in Paris, and so the Disney studio in Burbank designed the characters and storyboards, and the materials were sent to Europe, and the animation seemed to have been done in London, Paris, while the ink, paint, and camera work was done in China, with additional work done in Spain. Okay. And so, I mean, I'm not an expert on how animated movies work.
Yeah.
But I think they're supposed to be just being done by one studio.
Yeah, or like, I think max I've heard like 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think just the fact that it was passed around so much, I think speaks to why the animation varies so heavily in quality, which we'll get into. The animation it flip-flops all over the place. Yep. Would you say it's mostly across the board better than the TV show?
I think so. Yeah. It is. Yeah, I would say. And it's not like super like, it never reaches like super inconsistent where like you're like, oh, they totally dropped the ball. But you can tell that they put some effort into it because it's like a a longer thing, but also it's not like a Disney movie. No, level of animation.
Yeah, this isn't like I said, Little Mermaid came out a year earlier. This is not Little Mermaid quality. No. I wouldn't say that. There are parts that look movie quality, though not many. So while the animation is much better than like a TV show, I don't think it's fully movie like theater quality. No. Like not all the way.
I would love to watch it in theater, actually.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It'd be so fun. But yeah, it's very. I think we talked about it when we first, speed reviewed this. That it's very like TV movie quality, VHS at home level of quality.
And I compared this to like a Goofy movie animation, which is leagues above this, and it's consistent. Yes, the animation is consistent all the way through a Goofy movie, which was just 5 years later. And obviously, we'll get into all of the production of that later. I don't know anything about the production at the moment, but I would assume that it was done by like one animation studio, not like 5. Yeah. But again, I don't know how animated movies work. That could be how it's done. I don't think so, but that could be how it's done. And this movie was actually the last Disney feature to use cell animation.
Oh, wow.
Like the last, which is interesting. I think most people think of like I keep wanting to say Sleeping Beauty when I mean to say Little Mermaid, and I don't know why. I think most people think of Little Mermaid because compared to the rest of the Disney Renaissance, Little Mermaid looks really different. Yeah. Because of that cell animation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, actually, it was this one.
Wow.
Because you can tell. Yes. Sometimes. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, especially because the movie is, I mean, like we said, Little Mermaid looks much better than this movie. Yeah. And I can only imagine the budgets were different because this movie had a $20 million budget. Yeah. And let me look up a Little Mermaid's budget real quick. $40 million.
Oh wow, yeah, for sure.
Just a couple more million, you know. Whatever. And this movie heavily underperformed at the box office with an $18.1 million in revenue.
Oh, so close.
It had to have at least maybe 20 million, but I think, they need to make, they didn't even break even.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I think they need to do, like, the cost and then, like, add half of that.
Yes. Yeah. The movie did receive positive reviews at the time. Mm-hmm. It underperformed. And because the movie did so badly, several planned DuckTales movies and a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie were scrapped.
Yeah. I mean, this movie was a gamble, and it didn't pay off at the time.
No, it did not. And, which is interesting just because, as I said, the director-producer of the movie, Bob Hathcock, obviously worked on DuckTales, the TV show, and the movie actually began as a 5-part episode for the series, and I think that shows... Yeah. In the quality of the story. Yeah. We'll get into that.
It does have a very, 5 different arc kind of setup to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, their first idea was to see if there was a way to release that premise, this 5-part episode, as a feature.
Yeah. I think out of all, the multiple part arcs that DuckTales has... They shouldn't have gone with this one.
No, I was literally thinking, the Bubba Duck arc is more interesting. It's more compelling. It has more different settings. Mm-hmm. I think they're only at the mansion for, don't quote me on this, 1 or 2 of the episodes. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the time, they're traveling through time.
Yeah, exactly.
The Gizmo Duck arc is my favorite arc.
Exactly, same.
Of all the DuckTales episodes. Mm-hmm. And it's really solid in characterization and characters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They end up in space and fight an alien in the last part. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Kind of wondering, what movies were out at the same time this was.
Let me just get a quick type up on the Google search. Ooh. Movies that came out in 1990. Oh, how could I forget? The first live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, no.
It's not that bad. I will defend it.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it. I've just seen...
It's on Netflix. Oh. If you want to check it out.
Okay.
I have not seen there's 2 sequels to it. It's Ninja Turtles and the Secrets of the Ooze, and then the third one that I forget about. I forget the title. I will defend them for the fact. Just the fact that they get dudes in these Jim Henson produced turtle costumes, and they don't immediately look horrendous.
Yeah, good job.
And they have fun with it. Okay. They also say ACAB, the first movie. Nobody has any faith in cops, and it's great.
Incredible.
In the first 2 minutes, it's the cops, they don't do shit. It's pretty good. Right, so, 1990, yes. Ninja Turtles, Edward Scissorhands. Oh, yeah. Back to the Future 3. Rescuers Down Under. Which is digitally animated. You can tell the difference. Yeah. It's a very pretty movie. Mm-hmm. The Neverending Story 2. Oh. Pretty Woman. I'm just listing movies now. There's so many movies.
Of course.
Dragon Ball Z. The World's Strongest. Total Recall. Die Hard 2. Want me to list more?
No, it's fine. Yeah. I get the vibe now. movies that they would show Saturdays on Telemundo.
Yes. That is exactly it. Like, okay to meh movies. You know. Yeah. I will say one more note. Mm-hmm. This movie was oddly paired with the 1951 Donald Duck short in theaters. The short Dude Duck for its theatrical release. I watched it just for research purposes, and it's shit. It's like a 7-minute long short. I enjoyed like 1 second of it.
Oh my god.
It's about a dude ranch, so like a place where people go to ride horses, I guess. And it's a dude ranch, and the horses... It's a dude ranch that mostly pretty women visit and ride horses. And there's this one horse that is horny for the ladies and is upset when none of the ladies want to ride him. And instead, Donald is the one who's left to ride this horse. And the horse refuses to have Donald as his rider because he wants a pretty lady.
Yeah.
And Donald... Sorry, Donald pulls a gun on him at one point. And, like, doesn't shoot at him, but shoots, to scare him. And...
he's gonna make him dance.
Basically. And it just was not an enjoyable short. And it's from 1951, so it came out in 1951. So instead of making a new short, or not pairing a short with this movie at all, they went into their archives and was like, here's a 40-year-old short to pair with our... modern day produced made animated movie. Let's just slap it on there. Who gives a shit?
I'm just imagining, when Coco came out and they had to like warn people.
The 20-minute long Frozen short that they eventually had to remove. Yes. Because people complain so much. Like, more of this fucking Elsa bitch?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I came here for Mexicans. I don't want to see her.
I don't want to see this white woman.
Yes. We've had enough of her. We're done.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Do we want to discuss the reception to this movie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do it.
I just love this quote by Variety in 1990, calling this film a lushly animated, smartly scripted, wise quacking adventure. Quacking. Whoever was writing for Variety, they had fun with it.
Yeah. They
had fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Though there were detractors for the film, thankfully. Such as there was someone in the Washington Post who criticized the film for its predictable plot twists, while the Chicago Tribune noted the lack of credit for Karl Barks, adding, DuckTales is not a movie that the founding father would have been proud to put his name on.
Wow.
That's like a real Donald Duck fan writing for the Chicago Tribune right there. I love that. Like, I love that this guy writing for the Chicago Tribune was I assume, like a heavy-duty Karl Barks fan. For him to have known his name at all.
Exactly.
Just the fact that he knew his name.
Only specific people would know enough to get mad about that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Which, I don't know if DuckTales, the animated series, ever credited Karl Barks. I don't think they did. I think I talked about this. That they never credited him.
Yeah.
Because, never mind that he created Scrooge McDuck and Duckburg and half the characters that fill Duckburg.
Yeah.
Disney doesn't give a shit.
Disney created them.
Yes.
They're Disney.
And I love that the Los Angeles Times faulted the lack of backstory and regarded the character of Dijon as a cringing stereotype.
Yay!
Yes! LA Times.
My hometown did it, calling him out.
Let me see. DuckTales the movie. Let's see, what is his Rotten Tomato score? I think it's pretty high. It's 88% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
That seems unfairly high.
What's the divide?
Okay, yeah. I don't buy this because Great Mouse Detective has an 80% Rotten Tomatoes. And that movie has a story.
Exactly.
And who's the name of the... Vincent Price!
Yeah.
Like an actual villain. We'll get into the villain in this movie. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island also has an 88%. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is the best Scooby-Doo movie. Mm-hmm. That should be 100. Rotten Tomatoes is garbage.
It always has been garbage. Terrible.
Yeah, that's all my notes so far.
Okay. Ooh.
Not so far, just period. Those are my notes. Oh yeah, just getting into the...
I know, like...
premise of this film.
Yeah. This movie. I want... pause at the Disney Movie Tunes logo, and I want this animation cell. Because it's fun to me.
One movie.
Before,
I think it became Disney Toon Studios. I think that's it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. My goodness. And we'll get into, like, how, like, Aladdin rips off this movie.
Yeah, it does.
This movie came out before Aladdin.
Yeah.
I mean, Aladdin was in production for a while, so maybe they could have been ripping off Aladdin.
Who knows?
God knows. I mean, fuck knows. God, Jesus Christ. Anyway. That was very passionate for me not really caring. Alright, I think... Mm-hmm. Shall we get into it? For real?
Yeah. For reals.
For real. The actual movie. This is a short fucking movie.
It is, and yet it's so long.
And yet, yes. It took me ages. It felt like it took ages to get through it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it like 10 times.
I haven't seen it that time.
I don't know why I've seen it so many times. I have, though. I could quote so much of it.
Yeah, it's pretty... Because, like, I write the transcript. Well, I copied it from the internet. But still, I, like, go through and assign characters for everything.
Yeah.
And some of it was just, like, so much, like, noise. And I was like, I don't need this.
Oh, yes. A lot of noise segments.
Yeah. It's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, we begin in the canyon. And I just noticed that it's fucking Murloc, this bird flying all over the place. And the opening is Murloc. Just got that. I'm like, oh, there he is. There's our boy.
I like that he is the bird.
Yes.
Like, it's not just, like, you know, a bird that the villain has. No, like, he is the bird.
Yes, that is him.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. It's just a hawk in this canyon.
Yep.
And I will say the animation in the opening is pretty good.
It's very nice.
It's like that trope of the TV animation when they make a TV movie and they get shadows.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the characters look like.
Yeah. It's like, at first you just see the canyon and it's like, you could tell me this is a completely different movie and I believe you because it's so
I believe
pretty.
you. It looks really nice. I will say the backgrounds for this movie, especially in the opening, look great. They look nice. Like, definitely, obviously, way more detail than anything the show would ever have. Mm-hmm. And I really like the animation for the plane specifically. I really like how the plane moves and looks.
Yeah. It looks, like, shiny.
Yeah.
And it's just
and it moves
barrel rolling everywhere.
Yes. It is moving, like, frantically fast through this canyon.
Yes.
And we see inside the plane is Scrooge, Launchpad obviously piloting, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Webby in the back.
Yeah. And immediately Scrooge is yelling at Launchpad, telling him to drive slower, fly slower, and you know, like, did you learn these stunts in flight school? To which Launchpad is baffled, like, what do you mean in flight school?
What did he say? He took a crash course.
Yeah.
Right? Jokes.
Yeah.
Jokes right off the bat.
Jokes.
Is this a stunt you learned in flight school? Flight school? You mean you never took flying lessons?
Well, I took a crash course.
Now he tells me.
It's so weird to see them have shadows.
Yeah, and, like, move, like, pretty fluidly.
Yeah.
So we're flying over... I assume they're in Egypt. I don't think we're ever told specifically.
No,
but
we're never told.
Pyramids,
Mm-hmm.
I assume Egypt.
Yes.
And we see Dijon. They almost crush him with some stones, falling stones, but they don't. They miss.
Mm-hmm. Sadly.
Sadly. But we see that they're flying to a specific treasure...
Dig site.
Dig site, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
To find the treasure of Kali Baba, which... Why did I say it like that? Kali Baba.
Yes.
Which Scrooge has apparently been looking for 40 years? A long time.
Yeah.
He's been apparently searching for this treasure. First time we're hearing of it, but that's fine.
It's his lifelong goal.
Yes.
Yeah. And, like, the kids are very excited because they're kind of, they've been the ones that have been telling Launchpad to go really fast through this canyon to get to this place. But Scrooge is kind of like, you know, I've kind of, like, lost hope already, so I'm not really getting my hopes up that they've actually found something this time.
Yes, yeah, because he's been searching for so long. And then Launchpad destroys some thousands of years old monuments. Like, what's the term I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Like, priceless artifacts. Like, like irreplaceable ruins that have stood the test of time for centuries.
Yes.
And Launchpad destroys them like they're a pile of dominoes.
Exactly. Because he's trying to land the plane, but I don't know what he does. He gains speed in trying to do it.
Like,
yeah. He just...
Yeah, it's like these pillars. Like, they're pillars. It's like rows and rows of pillars. And he, like, lands between two of them. And like I said, they're like loosely stacked Jenga. Like Jenga pyramid, Jenga towers.
Yeah.
Because they fall and they just, like, domino. Destroy everything.
Exactly.
And it's played for laughs, but I'm like,
excuse me?
I feel like this is desecration of some kind.
Yeah, because, like, he specifically, like, there's two columns, and he lands the plane between them so that it's kind of like the body of the plane is hanging column-wise, and it's just, like, using it to stop. Yeah. What was the point of that?
Yeah. And then he destroys, again, these thousands of years old monuments. And it's like it's like for jokes. And I'm like, nah, this is 1990. You can't pull this shit in 1990.
No.
Like, they're acting like it's like the 1940s when you can just blow up whatever the fuck you want. And it's like, I feel like the government of this country would care about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Some sort of governing board.
Yeah.
Like, archaeological, even like the British who colonized Egypt would care about this archaeological dig site because they want to steal it for themselves.
Exactly. They'd be like, how dare you destroy this? It's ours. It's like,
but... How dare you destroy that before we could steal it and put it in our museum.
Oh my god. And then we see, like, because the people that were working at the dig site are, like, screaming, and then we get a shot of the destruction. Yes. And then the plane is flipped, like, belly up on the ground.
I do love the detail of once the plane is crashed upside down, that the landing gears pop out very slowly. And Launchpad goes, landing gear down.
Oh my god.
Damn, good joke. But at what cost? He could have just crashed upside down.
Exactly.
We could have still had that joke without the cultural desecration.
Exactly.
And they love these the stereotype diggers who are, according to the captions, chattering in foreign language. Yeah. I doubt they're speaking in any actual language. I'm sure they're just making sounds that sound racist.
Yeah.
Yes. It's fine. No, it's not. They're really pulling from Indiana Jones with all their cultural sensitivity.
Yeah. Oof.
It's great. Terrible. It's fine. Did this movie have a warning at the beginning of racism?
Did not.
what the fuck? Dijon exists!
Yeah. I don't know.
Who do we email?
I don't know.
This movie needs a warning.
It really does.
It genuinely does.
It's jarring. Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I'm like, did I miss it? No, there isn't one. And this one definitely needs it. I can't say if it's better or worse than anything in the actual show itself, which is like a warning all on its own. I can't say if it's any better or worse. It's about on par for what the show has whenever they go to a non-English, non-European country. Non-English speaking, non-European country.
Yeah.
Anyway, the workers have found something, supposedly Kali Baba's treasure.
Yeah.
And Dijon is just here. Like, what? Why? Who is he? Why is he here?
I don't know.
We don't know. He's not doing any work, so.
No. They pull up this, like, chest.
Yeah.
It's very nice. And they see that there is, like, the engraving of Kali Baba is on it.
Yeah.
So they're, like, Scrooge actually gets excited, now. They're like, okay, this could be it.
Yeah. And I like the seal. It's like keeping not the box. What's it called? The chest.
Yeah, the chest.
Shut, and it's made of stone, so he like smashes it open. That's pretty cool. And they open it, and it is full of old clothes.
Yes.
I'm like, I feel like those are still like 1,000-year-old clothes. That's probably still worth something. Maybe
it would still be valuable to like, not to Scrooge, but to people who care about this person. But no, Scrooge is disappointed.
Yes. Which, I mean, yeah, he wanted to find the treasure.
Yeah.
But we see that in one of the pockets is a map. For sure, whatever. There's a map.
Yeah.
Which also has the seal of Kali Baba.
I was gonna say, we've all, like, found receipts in our pants. That's
fair. Okay. Yeah, Kali Baba just left a map to some priceless treasure, I will say Alan Young, obviously, as Scrooge. It's a delight, as always.
Yes. Scrooge is real shitty and fucked this whole movie. It's so funny.
Like, zero redeeming qualities, this movie. He's just at his worst the whole time. God, I hate how Dijon looks. Oh god, okay, we're gonna get into Dijon now. Yes, because they find the map, Scrooge opens it. Oh, it's a map that leads to somewhere, a treasure, supposedly in the middle of the desert. Let's go.
Yeah.
And now Dijon, and everyone's favorite villain, Murloc. Okay.
We all know him, we all love him.
Yes. Okay. Dijon is voiced by Richard Libertini. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I just googled his him, not his character, his person.
Yes.
There's no picture. I'm gonna assume he's white.
Yeah.
Maybe Italian, Libertini. Now, he's apparently known for his character roles and his ability to speak in numerous accents. Oh.
My thing got him and then Seinfeld, so I'm looking up what he was in. Oh
no! Is it no?
Okay.
What?
If it's the right person, wait, is it?
I'm not seeing Seinfeld on his list. I'm looking him up on Wikipedia.
Okay.
He was in Popeye.
Oh.
The live action. The classic live action Popeye.
Wow.
Which is the most bizarre. I watched it. It's the most bizarre fucking thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen it.
Don't. Okay, he's voiced everything from a rabbi to a Hispanic priest to a, I believe, Indian spiritual advisor.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
Like, I feel like this doesn't fly anymore, but I feel this feels like something from like 1950s, 60s old Hollywood, where you could just, like, when you would do an accent, you would do a racist accent on TV, and it was fine because it was the 1950s.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like.
Ugh.
Dijon also looks horrible.
Yeah, I have the worst screen cap ever.
He's just really bad to look at.
Yeah, I guess it's to show you how evil he is.
Yeah, he's like this little sniveling... He's a pickpocket. He's a thief.
Yes.
And he's like this little sniveling man, henchman, henchperson.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, and he has like a lot of little whiskers on his face. He's wearing a turban. I don't know what else to say about Dijon. I hate him so much.
He's just... The only blessing is that he's not like a live action character, because...
Oh my god, can you imagine?
You know it would be the worst.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, The Mummy does a character similar to him. Benji. He might also be a stereotype, though. I can't actually say with any confidence.
Yeah.
Because at least he's a more compelling character. With actually good jokes.
Yeah.
Hey! O'Connell! It looks to me like I've got all the horses!
Hey, Benny! Looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river!
Because, I mean, I don't know, like, maybe in The Mummy it's more of the, like, it's an archetype kind of character than a stereotype.
Yes.
Like, there is a difference.
Yes.
This man is just a stereotype.
Yeah, he's the only person of color in this movie who's a character. And he's this thieving...
Disloyal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And he's working for the villain of the hour, everybody's favorite, like, well known from the 3 seasons of DuckTales, Murloc.
Yeah.
At last, after all these centuries, the lamp will be mine again!
Yes, you will become more powerful than locomotive, more faster than Speedy Bull!
Like, what a waste of Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
And I am serious. What a waste.
Like, I mean, we're gonna see it later, but they got Christopher Lloyd making bug noises later on.
Okay, yeah, so Murloc. What does this guy look like?
Oh god. He's also a dog, right? Yeah.
Yes, he has the olive nose.
Yeah, the olive nose. He's like this bigger guy. He has like this big, like, gray slate-colored beard. And he always has this big green amulet.
Yes.
That is very important.
Yeah. He wears purple robes, his big purple cloak thing.
Yeah.
He has sharp teeth.
I'm trying to get a better image. Oh god, Dijon, leave.
Get a Dijon free frame.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, when we get introduced to him, it's a very, like, looking up at him from a certain angle, so it does show you how, like, powerful and intimidating he is.
Meant to be.
Yes, exactly.
Meant to be. Because while Murloc talks a big game, he does very little in this movie.
Yeah.
You could even say he does fuck all in this movie. And it's not Christopher Lloyd's fault, because Christopher Lloyd is bringing it, because it's Christopher Lloyd. He could read the phone book, and it would sound interesting, because Christopher Lloyd, with his pauses and inflections. He was in Roger Rabbit 2 years before this, being the biggest freak on earth, Judge Doom. Like...
Oh, that terrified me as a child so fucking much.
Remember me, Eddie?
There was a time where Anna and I would just quote that at each other randomly.
Terrible. But, I mean, yeah, Christopher Lloyd, I mean, even recently he's done voice acting, fairly recently.
Yeah.
And Over the Garden Wall, he was the...
I forgot.
Woodcutter axe...
Woodsman.
The woodsman, thank you. The woodsman. And he does an incredible job as the woodsman.
Yeah.
And we know that he'll be in season 3 of The Mandalorian. That's that's live action though. That's live action acting. What the fuck? Acting, whatever the fuck.
And I mean, I grew up listening to him as the hacker in Cyber Chase.
Oh, that's right.
Such an iconic. And I was surprised because I was like, oh, maybe he did like the voice for like a couple seasons and he left. He's still doing the voice.
Oh my god, I love it. It's great.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes, we know. So Christopher Lloyd, this is not his fault.
No.
But yes, so Murloc is here. Mm-hmm. He's this wizard guy.
Yeah.
And as we'll hear 20 times in this movie, he wants the lamp. Mm-hmm. That's what he wants. And apparently the map of Kali Baba the map to the treasure of Kali Baba will lead to the lamp as well. Mm-hmm. Because Kali Baba stole it from him, the lamp.
Yeah. Yeah.
However long ago.
And then Dijon does a Superman parody.
Yes, Superman joke. Is that getting the lamp will make...
more powerful than a locomotive, faster than a speeding bull. He's gonna leap buildings in every town.
Yes. It's terrible.
Yeah.
However, this team up happened. Dijon was meant to steal the map.
Yeah, exactly.
And give to Murloc, and Murloc will eventually use the lamp to reward him with money.
Yeah, he wants a mountain treasure. Of money.
Yes.
And the thing is, Dijon is, telling Murloc what happened, and Murloc assumes that he already has the map. Because yes. I'm assuming that's why he was supposed to be at the dig site. Like, as soon as they find the map, he snatches it, gives it to him. Yeah. And Dijon is like, oh, no, like, I know that, they have the map, but I don't have it.
Yeah. He said there were too many people. Mm-hmm. But instead, he stole other things from... other people, like in general, he's been stealing stuff. I don't know if it's implied that he stole this from Scrooge.
Who knows?
Or just from people around.
Yeah. Including tickets to the Feta Cheese Festival.
Yes. But back to Murloc getting mad at Dijon, the most incompetent henchman on the planet.
Yep.
And again, Murloc asks, like, oh, did you see where the map even fucking leads? Mm-hmm. Yes, in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. And then, Murloc is like, but I already searched, every single, what does it say? Square inch.
Every inch, yeah. But he's like, all right, I'll just let Scrooge search for me then.
Yeah. That's the thing that gets to me. It's like the one time that he should put all of his effort into getting the map. He's like, you know what? No, this is the one time I'm gonna be laid back about it. It's like, you would have gotten the map had you not depended on this.
He could have flown the fuck down. Snatched the map out of Scrooge's hands and flown right back off. Murloc puts in no effort. This is the thing he's been searching for 1,000 years. Yeah. And he sends Dijon to take care of it. And then he gets mad when Dijon fucks up.
Yeah. It's like, no. You have evidence that he literally could not do his job. Why did you depend on him?
But, so he sends Dijon to be Scrooge's guide through the desert. And I'm like, is Dijon qualified to do that? Is he just gonna lie?
No. Exactly.
I guess. Lie about his qualifications.
It's that whole thing of, they're not gonna know he's not a tour guide.
Yeah. He's a random Middle Eastern guy. He probably knows his way around the desert. What? Murloc transforms into a bird, condor-looking thing, and it's done off screen this time. We do get some nice transformation scenes later, so I'm fine with that.
I do want to mention we didn't mention Murloc's really nice skinny mustache.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that is important.
It's a fun detail.
And so now we're in the desert. Mm-hmm. And it's Scrooge, again, the boys, Webby. Do 3 Comes camels actually exist? Why do I feel like this is fake? No, right? It's a myth.
Isn't that
right?
a joke?
It's a cartoon.
Three-humped camels is a camel that's pregnant. I think that's a joke.
That's the Zootopia joke.
Yeah.
I was straight up just thinking a 3-humped camel pregnant.
Yes, that's okay. I was like, where did I hear this joke?
Yeah. Yes, Zootopia. You're welcome.
Zootopia.
You're right. I just googled it because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes, only 1 and 2-humped camels exist. I have to Google this to be sure. Because cartoons have ruined us all. The boys have a 3-humped camel, a freak of nature. And they're like on one hump
that happen to come by. Yeah.
Yes, I guess. And Webby has a dumb little parrot. Well, not dumb. Okay, she's the only smart one. She's protected from the sun. I do love that Launchpad is dressed like it's the day at the beach.
Love this fit.
Yeah, because he has like sunglasses on but still the aviator cap.
And he's really struggling with the camel that he's on.
Yes. It's he's basically spinning in circles. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at the sight of like everyone's just in line and he's just spinning in the back of a line.
And so Scooch has the map. They apparently get to X marks the spot. But yeah, the cave should be here. All they see is miles of sand until Launchpad crashes the camel into the pyramid. It's not a cave, it's a pyramid. But whatever.
He crashes, he falls, and Scrooge is like, you can't do anything right. And he's like, my camel tripped on this thing. Yes. And it looks like a tiny pyramid.
Launchpad, can't you even ride a camel without crashing it?
It's not my fault. Humpy here just had a great fall. He must have hit this lousy rock. Ouch! Oh, my tootsie!
It looks like a pint-sized pyramid. Whack-a-rooney.
Yeah, and then the kids come up, and they're, like, really cute, but also their eyes are smaller than I'm used to seeing them, so it's kind of, like, eerie.
Yeah, they kind of are. No, because Launchpad kicks what he thinks is a rock, and it's the tip of a massive pyramid.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I do want to say they've colored Launchpad's legs wrong. Like all the way through, his legs are white.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
It's alarming.
Don't
do that. Don't do that, DuckTales. Don't do that. Yeah, they figure it's the top of a pyramid, and so Scrooge tells them to dig it up, and
they do.
I guess they do, like a week later.
Exactly. Oh, I will say there's a sight gag that I hate that it makes me laugh. But Dijon has a tiny fan. Yes. And then the fan like blades just fly away.
Yes. It's like those little fans you get to hopefully not die at Disneyland when you're waiting in line all day.
Uh-huh.
I had one of those, and I got my hair stuck in the blade.
We used to buy them at the Scholastic Book Fair. They had them for some reason.
Yeah. I would get them at the dollar store at Rite Aid, and my hair got caught in the fan blade, and it was broken forever.
Yeah.
Because I put it I put it up right next to my neck or something, and my hair is like whoop whoop. Yeah. Yeah, so they apparently dig up this pyramid that is 100 feet tall. And I'm like, what? I would have, if they'd gotten a leaf blower and revealed it, I would have bought that more than I would that these kids in Dijon dug it up.
Yeah, because it's so funny. It's like they did this in an afternoon, you know?
Like you need bulldozers.
Something.
What if it was a sandstorm and it just buries it all again while you're inside?
Horrifying.
I know. Yeah.
Horrifying idea.
I can't. I was really thinking about spelunking and going that deep underground, and I'm like, fuck off.
No. Absolutely not.
Nightmarish.
Nope.
But anyway, pyramid, Murloc flies overhead, being absolutely useless. Just keeping an eye on them. Yeah, Wednesday, the amulet lets him transform into birds and things.
Yeah.
He's wearing it all the time.
I mean, Scrooge says that he can read the hieroglyphics, and that they found the entrance. I'm like, yeah, it also looks like an entrance.
Yeah, it looks like a big door.
Yeah.
And so they open it. They get inside. Scrooge lights a torch. They're walking around. And I do like the inside of the pyramid.
Yeah, same. Looks nice. And they have, like, they've obviously animated, like, the shadows to see just how, like, big it is.
And I want to say Indiana Jones vibes, but also Indiana Jones and DuckTales are, like,
oh God. Yeah.
inextricably linked, so it's weird. It does give me, like, Indiana Jones ride vibes, but this came out, like, 20 years before the ride existed or something, so whatever.
But that's like that like orange colored like lit by fire, you know. Yeah. Golden look. It's very nice.
And there are booby traps, which Launchpad triggers one, and it's just like shoots like a thing of fire. Mm-hmm. And so they decide to purposely trigger the booby traps?
Yeah, so I guess this is the rules of it works one and then you're done. Yeah. Like, it's not going to be multiple times.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, I'm like, why not? I mean, if you see where the booby trap triggers are, why not just avoid them?
I don't know.
Because usually booby traps are bad, and typically they, you know, rack up to, like, eventually destroy the temple you're in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they're, like, purposely triggering them. Mm-hmm. And I don't really know why. But, of course, none of them are, you know, no matter how deadly they are, none of the traps kill them, even though this one giant cog thing lands directly on Dijon. Yeah. It, unfortunately, does not kill him. We're not getting Alfred Molina in the first Indiana Jones getting impaled on spears. We're not getting that.
Sadly.
Yeah. But anyway, they fall through a trapdoor because Dijon triggers a booby trap. Mm-hmm. They fall through a trapdoor and they're sliding down a slide that, actually in some nice animation, they start to crumble under them. Yeah. But they're fine.
God, it's so funny to see Launchpad in his getup.
I love his outfit. I love everyone else is just like in pith helmets. Is that the term?
Pith, yeah.
Webby's of course has a giant bow on it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then Scrooge has like this like khaki adventuring outfit. Yeah. But besides that, they're all in their normal outfits, so I love that Launchpad has his like beach vibes.
Just like I think it's like neon green.
Yes.
Shades.
It's great. Yeah. And so they land at the bottom of the slide and they trigger another booby trap, but not.
Because, yeah, I guess this was like the true place where they were supposed to go. And, like, they've been triggering some of the traps with the marbles that the boys have. Yes. So when they land, like, a marble goes and it, like, does, like, a fake out and then it actually hits the booby trap.
Yeah. But I guess the Kali Baba, whoever designed the temple, was like, psych, we'll put, like, a little joke just for us. Yeah. Not a booby trap.
And it opens this, like, giant, like, stone door.
Yeah. To, like, this massive chamber. Mm-hmm. Cavern, basically, but like there's a rope bridge that connects to this one pillar, and on this pillar is a giant wicker basket full of treasure.
Yeah. So you know that this is a treasure you want.
Yes. And yeah, so they all race across this rope bridge. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, look at all those girls!
Call me Baba, you old dog! I finally found it!
Like, Scrooge loses his mind.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they jump into this basket full of treasure, and this is it. They have found Kali Baba's treasure. Yeah. And Scrooge is Alan Young's doing that really great, kind of unhinged Scrooge laugh.
Oh my god, he's so delighted. You know, they find these, like, giant diamonds. There's a joke that, like, Dewey's holding a diamond, so you see all his eyes, and he's like, you know, what an eyeful, and then Launchpad with a mouthful of jewels. Yeah. Like, what a mouthful. Yeah. Why?
I know why. Sure. Okay. But, Dijon, who's also picking up, like, little coins that fall, and sticking them in his pockets, he sees the lamp.
Yes. And while, like, everyone else, first we see Louis, like, loses a coin and he goes to catch it, but then it falls off this tower. Mm-hmm. and he notices that there's these, like, creatures?
Yeah. Like, Launchpad goes, whoa, sumo wrestling scorpions, which, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
That they're big?
I guess?
That they're big scorpion-looking things?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they also don't even look like scorpions.
No. Actually, they really don't.
No.
They don't have scorpion tails. Not
Exactly.
really. Like, they're like some freakish combination between a crab and, like, a frog.
Yeah, I get, like,
and
crocodile, like,
yeah.
frog, like, that vibe.
Yeah.
It's weird. I hate it.
They're really horrible looking. I hate how they look. They have this, like, it's an underbite thing going on.
Yeah.
That I'm really not enjoying. Oh.
I also forgot that they were supposed to be huge, so when we see them later, I was like, oh god.
Yes. They're like, oh, what am I thinking of? Am I thinking of when The Rock becomes that scorpion monster man?
Tell me why, as like a
Mummy
12-year-old, it's
Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. Tell me why I was fucking obsessed with that movie as a child.
It's The Rock.
I guess. I found a VHS at a garage sale,
Yeah.
and I would not stop watching that movie.
Shit.
I don't know why.
That was me with the Mummy.
Yeah, I chose the shittier.
Yes, the shitty. Yeah, prequel. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Yeah, Scrooge completely brushes off these giant freakish monsters.
Yeah.
He's like, we're fine. We're fine up here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dijon climbs into the treasure pile to grab the lamp.
Yeah.
But Scrooge, like, turns around, and Dijon is like, oh, no, I'm fine. I wasn't touching anything. Blah, 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 blah.
I hate what he says.
Oh my god, yeah.
He says, I'm clean, innocent, like a little baby goat. What the fuck? Fuck.
You know, goats. Those are... I don't know.
I don't know what he's... I hate this.
Because goats are something
but I
that are
love
in the...
Scrooge in this crown.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Scrooge put this giant fuck off royal jewels crown on his head. Crown jewels crown on his head. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dijon has a lot of what's the word? Like idioms and like metaphors that are like what's the term? That are made to sound like Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And I use quotes.
Yeah.
Because, goats are a thing that people have in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And he says, I think earlier, he has, oh god, what does he say earlier? When he says that the desert burns like a hot kebab.
Yeah.
That was earlier when he was with Murloc. Terrible. Just, oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Anyway, Scrooge sends Dijon to go get the sacks, which they left somewhere, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. Like, sacks to, fill with the treasure. And so Dijon isn't able to get the lamp.
And so while he leaves, Louis asks, Scrooge, like, what are you going to do with all this treasure? And Scrooge actually is like, oh, I'm actually not going to keep most of it and give it to, like, I'm giving most of it to a museum. And immediately Louis is like, that doesn't really sound like Uncle Scrooge. And then he reveals that, no, it's because he's going to get a big old tax break from it.
Yes, and Louis and Huey kind of wince, like, there it is. And meanwhile, Webby finds the lamp, and like a fuckwit thinks it's a teapot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Webby, poor Webby, she's gonna be real dumb for most of this movie.
Yeah. Like, really irritatingly dumb.
Yes. Oh my god.
She's girl.
Yes. I love Scrooge kind of comes over, yanks the lamp out of her hands. And he like smiles at her while he does it, like, give me that. But like...
He hasn't appraised it yet. And he does. He goes to like...
Yes, he does appraise it.
And he determines that it's just, an old oil lamp.
But he still doesn't want to give it to Webby.
Because Webby's like, oh, if you don't want it, then I can use it for as a tea set.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh.
I don't know. I do love this is like the only good Webby scene. Where she's like, well, this priceless crown is nice too. This like tiara with diamonds, and he like quickly like trades with her.
It. And he's like, oh, don't say I've never done anything for you.
Looky! A teapot!
Ugh, just an old oil lamp. Hardly worth taking.
May I have it, Uncle Scrooge? I can use it for my tea set.
Well,
This is pretty too.
here, my dear. Didn't say your Uncle Scrooge never gave you anything.
Oh, thanks.
And he and Webby hug, but he like he's still like looking at the tiara instead of looking at Webby.
God.
He is terrible in this movie.
Oh, he's so funny.
So we see they have filled up 4 sacks with treasure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, it's not a lot of treasure. Like,
no.
Like you think of like an Indiana Jones, like actually no, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of National Treasure. Sorry. I'm like, wait, Indiana Jones doesn't have a room full of treasure. It's National Treasure that I'm thinking of. Ignore me. So they filled up the 4th sack of treasure, and they are getting ready to like kind of tote it across. How do they even get the other bags across this rope bridge?
I don't know, because they all act like Launchpad hasn't been doing this before.
Yeah, because he almost falls straight off the edge.
Yeah, and it's the bag that has like the lamp, right?
No, Webby has the lamp.
Oh, okay, yeah. And we get a foreshadowing shot of the. I was gonna call them lobsters.
I mean that's.
Yeah, they look more like lobsters.
Yeah, they look more like lobsters than they do scorpions. With their big meaty claws.
I was thinking about my favorite lobster women.
Try Hard. The best episode of Darkwing.
It's so good.
Darkwing Duck!
Ah! Lobster women!
Dijon ends up carrying the sack.
Yeah.
And then he almost knocks Launchpad off the platform. Mm-hmm. And so while everyone's like scrambling to help Launchpad up, he starts climbing, he starts crossing the rope bridge, and Murloc decides now to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
And pick up the last sack and Dijon and cross the bridge himself.
Yeah. And
I love this. I'm sorry, I just love this. Completely lackadaisical, introduction to the between the main characters and the villain. Mm-hmm. The kids are like, wait, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, where'd that guy come from? This huge guy carrying this sack now, and I think Dijon is on top of it.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Murloc is, I think, what would we say, Pete-sized?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Murloc's
just I'm just another tour guy.
Yeah, he's like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna kill you now. Mm-hmm. And Scrooge is like, okay, I don't know what the fuck's happening here, but he goes, he runs to cross the rope bridge. Yeah. Just as Murloc lights it on fire. Mm-hmm.
And so, Scrooge has no other choice but to run back, but then it starts burning anyways, so he basically falls and almost gets killed by scorpion lobster creatures.
Yes. And I do like this bit of him running from the burning rope bridge looks really nice.
It looks very nice.
This very frantic, energy of him running. It just looks really great.
Yeah.
This bridge burns fast.
Yes.
Like a fucking wick on a stick of dynamite.
Yeah. And luckily he makes it all the way up again.
Yeah.
But he is pissed because he's spent all his life looking for this treasure, and now they're gonna take it from him.
Yeah, this random guy who showed up out of nowhere, and Dijon.
That bitch.
So they're stuck on the platform, and Murloc pulls this lever that lowers the platform. Mm-hmm. So that they'll be lowered down to the lobster scorpion things.
Yeah.
To be eaten, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I hate them.
Cut in half. I don't know.
And he tells them, before he lowers them, that they're never gonna actually, know the value of the treasure that they found. Because they don't know anything about the lamp.
No. And so the platform is lowering, and so all the boys are, with little pocket knives, are cutting the ropes, tying the big wicker basket down. Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Scrooge is fighting off the creatures, and Webby actually helps.
She does, yeah. And here we see the size of them, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Why are they so big?
They're too big.
Yeah, they're more than alligator size. They're
terrible.
Yeah, so they cut the ropes, and they're going to use the basket kind of as like a shield kind of thing, so they don't get immediately killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one declares that it's turtle time.
It's turtle time, which is that a Ninja Turtles reference? Maybe. But one of the lobster things punches a hole through the basket before they can start moving.
Yeah.
But they start moving, and they escape. After bumping around a bit, the lobsters just kind of let them leave.
Exactly, I was gonna say, they don't get chased because they go through a hole, but it's a pretty big hole.
Yeah, it fits this giant fucking basket thing.
Yeah, but I guess they're just oh, that's not our territory, we don't go with.
Yeah, no, we see eventually they do, they do start following them.
Because it looks really chill for a while.
Yeah. And I do like the detail that they patched the hole that the lobster thing made with their backpacks.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And so they are chased at the end by one lobster thing, which can't swim, so that's nice.
Yeah.
And there's this, and this opening led to this underground river that they are riding down.
And that we go back to Murloc and Dijon.
Dijon.
I forgot his name.
And they're just right outside the pyramid. They've just upended all of the sacks and are just digging furiously through them, looking for the lamp.
And they cannot find it. And Dijon is I know it was here. I saw it. And Murloc is freaking out.
Where is the lamp?
They must have it. They must. Those dirty thieves and such sweet children. I ask you, Murloc, what is the world coming to?
Oh. You let them steal it from you, you pathetic pickpocket!
Yeah, Murloc has the gall to be mad at Dijon about the lamp not being here.
Yeah.
Bro, why did you come get it yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not sure, what the range of his powers are. Does he have any powers now? I don't know. Does he own? I guess he only has the animal transforming thing. Mm-hmm. Because we learn later that he's immortal. Yeah. But that there's no magic tied to that.
Yeah.
He's just immortal and has the amulet that lets him transform. Probably, so does he have no other magic besides that? You can still kill them, as an animal thing.
You're twice Scrooge's
size. 3 times
3
Scrooge's size. Height alone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he doesn't do anything. But anyway, he gets mad at Dijon.
Yeah. And Dijon is they must have it. Those kids, they look so sweet. How dare they?
Yes. Dirty thieves. Ha 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 jokes, because obviously he's a thief.
Yeah.
And I do Murloc shakes him to make sure that he doesn't have the lamp on him. So yeah, what's Murloc's plan? I forget. We see the first actual transformation sequence of him turning into a giant bird. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it has this green neon look to it, glow. Mm. It's very fun.
And I do like how we see his body kind of sheds. I know, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And he anamorphs. And he flies back into the temple, into the pyramid to look for the lamp. Embarrassing Murloc. Embarrassing villainy. Yes, we didn't say that Murloc is not a character that exists in the animated series.
No.
We joked. But yes, he was created for this movie.
Mm-hmm. It like reminds me of like back in the day, they have like you know the series Inuyasha is its own anime with set like villains and stuff, but they also have like 4 different like random movies, and always like the villain is like some random character that apparently is connected to the overall story, but I'm like, I've never heard about you in my life.
Yes. I did want to say that Murloc does have one other appearance.
What?
Sorry, it's just funny. In the Donald Duck video game, Going Quackers. Trying to find what year this is. 2000.
Wow.
So 10 years after this movie.
Everyone was clamoring for more Murloc.
I wanted to make sure. I'm pretty sure we see him again somewhere, but I'm like, oh, okay, it was just this forgettable fucking video game.
I've never even heard of that. What the heck?
And actually, yeah, he does remind me a bit of. It could just be because of Christopher Lloyd, but Rasputin in the Anastasia movie.
I told you I haven't seen this.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god. Christ. It was or is on Disney Plus. It's great. Okay. Christopher Lloyd also voices the villain Rasputin in the 1997 Anastasia movie. Although Rasputin is a much more proactive villain.
Yeah.
He's better. Like, if you want a villain voiced by Christopher Lloyd in animation, go watch Anastasia.
Yeah, I should do that.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, this is Murloc's claim to fame. And he also has one quick cameo reference in DuckTales 2017 on a book.
Yes.
That's all he deserves.
But honestly, knowing Disney, soon we're going to see a pin at the parks referencing this character.
Yes, I wish. Oh, they had fucking, oh my god, the villain from Belle's Magical Christmas.
Was it Forte?
Yes.
Like that? Okay.
Yes, voiced by Tim Curry.
Yes.
Like, who's clamoring for Forte? In the, direct to VHS?
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast sequel thing?
Movie, apparently.
Yes. What's the fucking name again? Forte.
I think.
I bought it, yes. I bought that pin because it was just so inexplicable. What? Who asked for this?
There's also that one bear that I don't even know who the fuck he's from.
Oh, he's from Donald Duck short. Oh. He's also, remember, he has he's like a full character in Legend of the Caballeros.
Yes.
I always want to call him something with a C, and that's definitely not his name. Humphrey the Bear.
Oh.
Frightening. Humphrey the Bear. Anyway, Murloc. Lame. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Scrooge and Co survive. We didn't say they kind of go down like a whirlpool kind of thing.
Yeah. Scrooge walks out of this river so dejected and so sad.
Depressed. Yeah. This animation looks kind of weird too, but anyway.
It does. It's not the best.
I think because we're watching it muted.
Yeah.
The voices aren't distracting us. We just have to look at it, and it's oh, that looks weird.
Yeah.
Louie's eyes just went fully white. They lost the blue for a second. Anyway.
I hope I get a screenshot of this.
Anyway, at least the backgrounds look nice.
Mm-hmm. And the boys are kind of that was fun. We should do that again.
Yes. But Scrooge is fuck all of you.
Yeah.
He's depressed. He's sitting on a palm tree. Mm-hmm. He's I just lost the treasure of the century. Nobody talked to me.
Yeah. Because, Launchpad tries to be at least we all goddamn lived. And he's I don't give a shit about that.
I'd rather half of you died. If it means I got to keep the treasure.
And then Webby, very kindly, goes up to Scrooge, and she's you can have this back, the lamp.
Yeah.
If it'll make you feel better. And Scrooge is it won't.
No, it won't. Thanks, but it won't.
Here, Uncle Scrooge, you can have this back if it'll make you feel better.
That's all right, dear.
It took me 40 years to find that treasure, and I plan to get it back, even if it takes another 40.
And yeah, like, Webby, it's a nice scene of Webby coming up to sitting next to Scrooge and hugging him, but the animation is so odd that they look like they're the same size.
Yeah. I feel like the background, and even like, because they're sitting on like I guess it's a palm tree that's fallen. It's very pretty.
Yes.
But they look kind of janky.
Yeah. Like, what happened to that beautiful opening animation?
I don't know.
It's gone. So, yeah, Dijon with his pants comically full of treasure. Like they're trash bags he's filled with coins. Like, that's the look.
He's holding it up, and it's like coins keep falling out.
Yeah. And, God, Murloc, like, grabs him, and he's all mad about Scrooge and the gang being gone. Like, I guess he expected to find their corpses or something? I don't know.
I guess so.
Like, bro, there are clearly, like, openings to, like, get out of there. But he assumes that they use the lamp to get out. And he threatens Dijon again.
What did he tell him?
Find the lamp, I guess.
Oh, yeah, find the lamp.
Right?
I'll throw you to these lobster scorpion things.
Yes. I mean, that's like that's his, not even his motto. That's just, what's the word? You know.
His only desire, goal.
Just he's gonna say over and over and over again.
Find that lamp.
Find the lamp. So now we get a fun little title card that tells us it is 2 days later.
Yes.
And we are back in Duckburg.
It looks very nice.
I was gonna say, I love this pan we get of Duckburg. Like, I think, like, there's, like, the mansion in the back. Like, I think that's where we can kind of see. And there's, like, a chimney with smoke coming out of it. But, yeah, we pan across Duckburg. Like, this is the best the city has looked.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is, I think the budget does show up in the backgrounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
especially
very pretty.
Yeah, I think especially, obviously, comparing it to, like, TV animation where backgrounds are, you know, bare minimum.
Yeah.
Here, they look very nice. They look very nice. I love all the colors. And
it's very painterly.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. We get what the Disney Wiki tells me is Saint Canard in the background. Because we see this massive bridge in the foreground connecting to another city.
Yeah.
And technically, yes, like in the animated universe, this would be Saint Canard.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the case here.
Who knows?
Yeah. But we pan across the city to the money bin.
And we go into Scrooge's office, where we see that Miss Featherby has brought him lunch and is also telling him that what's it called?
The Archaeological Society?
No, that the Duckburg Daily News is on the line. They want to talk to him about what happened with the treasure. And Scrooge is like...
He picks up the phone and yells, "Not your business," and hangs up again. And I really like the detail in Scrooge's office. This is a place we've seen a lot in the show itself, but here we get a lot of detail that the show can't afford to have. Like, anyway, it just looks nice. Like, the curtains have dollar signs on them.
I was gonna say.
Yes, there's piles of money just everywhere.
And obviously, Scrooge is still very, very upset about what has happened.
Yes. He's really pissy. Mrs. Featherby also has, like, mail to give him. He's trying to cheer him up that he's been invited, finally, to the Archaeological Society ball.
Yeah. And Scrooge is like, fuck, like, I can't go to that, because every single year I tell them that I'm gonna find this treasure, and every year I don't, and now it's even worse, because I had the treasure, and then I lost the treasure.
Yes. Yeah, because he's like, I can't work here, I'm going home. And poor Mrs. Featherby's like, but your lunch. And this is maybe my favorite line in the movie. As he storms out, he tells her to sell it.
Yeah.
I can't work, Mrs. Featherby. I'm going home.
But what about your lunch?
Sell it!
But I love that Scrooge is having a bad day, so he's like, I'm going home.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. And so we go to the mansion, and I like this. We get this, like, alternate angle of the mansion.
Yeah.
We see the $, helicopter, landing pad, helipad.
Mm-hmm. Then we go into...
I just love... Yeah.
Oh, you were saying?
No, I just love the preponderance of the $. It's on their kitchen table. I'm actually kind of in love with their little breakfast nook they got going on.
I was gonna say, I love... absolutely obsessed with this, like, how do you call it? It's a little
booth.
Nook. The
like
booth,
a nook.
yes.
It's like it's like booth seating. It's like that red, but it's like it's this what was curved.
Like a
half circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
seating.
I'm obsessed with it.
It looks and all the windows. I want this.
There's like it's like on a platform because you see like steps, like these blue steps. I love this. I want this in my house.
I'm obsessed. It looks so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see the boys are sitting down to lunch, which Beakley has made for them.
Yeah.
And Webby's cleaning her teapot to use for a tea party.
Yeah. And she, like, tells the boys, you know, like, after I'm done with this, we can play. We can play tea party. And the boys are like, oh, no, thank you.
Like, thanks for the warning,
yeah.
I think they say. Duckworth, God, I forgot he was in this movie. He basically just gets Beakley out of the room.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, why do you need her?
Yeah. Because he tells her that he has to go pick up Scrooge because Scrooge is in a mood.
Yeah.
But, like, they both leave. So I'm like, what? What's she gonna do about it?
I don't know.
Like, I guess they're leaving so they can just go gossip.
Yeah.
Like,
they're gonna go talk shit.
Yeah. But yes, they leave.
Mm-hmm. And so Webby is polishing the teapot. And it, like, starts to shake. And it also, I don't know if they can hear the noise, but there's a noise that is made every single time.
Yeah. And we get, like, glitter kind of popping out of the lamp.
And she's like, oh, like, look, it did something. So the boys, like, look at her as she does it. And again, it happens. Yeah. So they're like, oh, like...
Yeah, like, Huey, like, looks inside it and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And then Huey rubs it. And then it starts jumping all over the place and, like, scattering plates and...
Yeah. Just... destroying lunch.
Yes, yeah. And so the kids jump under the table. Mm-hmm. And the lamp stops bouncing and shoots this ball of glitter... Mm-hmm. Which transforms into the genie.
Yes. Do you want to describe the genie?
This long pause. The genie.
The genie. That's a thing. Like, I don't feel like I have strong feelings about him. I like the performance.
Same. Yeah.
You know.
It's not bad.
Yeah. But I also hate certain aspects of this character.
Yes. The genie. Okay. I'm desperate to know. We'll never know. No. But, like, this character, this genie, is so similar to the Aladdin genie.
Yes.
Like... This is like a poor man's Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. And I just, like, was that on purpose? It had to be, right? Like, they couldn't, like, I refuse to believe that the stars align, that the universes collided, and this genie was also voiced by by a comedian. Mm-hmm. By a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Like...
It's
Rip Taylor.
It's Rip Taylor, who, I don't know, passed away like months after we talked about him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, in 2019.
Yeah.
Which also learning that we reviewed that in 2019 has sent me into like a, oh god.
Yeah, no, my god, we've been doing this for so long. Oh Christ.
Because he does the same, like, I don't know, like, that's the thing, I don't know, like, a lot about genies in media and stuff. So I don't know if every single one does the same, like, stretching out after, like...
10,000 years!
Yeah.
I mean, itty bitty living space.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing... I mean, less, what's the word? There's less anachronisms.
Yeah.
Like, less there are less like modern day references, and then Robin Williams Genie, which has dozens,
a lot, yeah.
Some which land and some which I will never understand.
No.
I still laugh, but I don't understand them.
I'm like, I don't know. It's like me watching the Golden Girls. I'm like, I don't know who these people are,
yes.
but I know that it's funny.
Yeah, they're saying it in a funny way,
yeah.
so I'm gonna laugh. But yeah, what were genies in the media before this? Because obviously Robin Williams' Genie has just like overwhelmed everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's I Dream of Genie, which
that's the only thing I know. But also, well, I also think of Norm the Genie from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh my God, yes. Oh no, he wants to invade Canada. He wasn't Canadian.
He hates Canada.
Yeah, they've had it too good for too long. Yeah, so like, I don't know too much about what genies is supposed to be, because Robin Williams just kind of overwhelmed it all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's just so similar. He wants freedom.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this was like a thing like that Disney like writers like were throwing around.
Yeah,
and then we don't know that. Yeah,
but yeah, I think like poor man's Robin Williams is a good way to describe.
Yeah.
This genie, Gene the Genie.
Gene the Genie.
Again, he's voiced by Rip Taylor. Mm-hmm. He's like child-sized.
Yeah.
And he wears this big, kind of complicated-looking red turban with a feather. He has big earrings.
Yes.
Big gold earrings. And every so often we see the turban comes off and he has like this kind of terrible ponytail thing going on.
He's got like big bushy eyebrows.
Yes, those are the Rip Taylor eyebrows.
Yes.
these old man eyebrows. Is it harem pants? Is that the term?
That's how I know them as. Hammer pants. But yeah.
Little vest. Mm-hmm. I do like his beak looks different than all the other characters.
Yeah.
Like it's. I don't know. Like it's like bigger. Like it looks different.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's the thing. He has like the adult beak.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Like more. It's yeah.
And then again, the old man eyebrows.
Yeah.
I do like Rip Taylor's performance. Like the voice is fun.
Wonder of wonders! I'm free at last! Shabooey!
It's a genie, isn't it? It's not the Tooth Fairy.
So he shows up. He's here. He floats.
Yeah. The kids are like, oh my God, that's a genie.
Yes. He says shabooey, which is like the thing he says. Mm-hmm. It's like his what's the
catchphrase?
Catchphrase. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't call him Gene they call him Genie for most of the movie. We'll just call him Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, where's Kali Baba? And like he asks if Rome fell yet.
Because he sees the kids and they both scream.
Mm-hmm. And immediately Webby goes to apologize about rubbing the lamp because she's like, oh God, like, did we do anything wrong?
Yes.
And no, he's like, like, I'm grateful. And yeah, he like calls them his new masters.
Yeah, and he says, finally, like, room to stretch. Yeah, like, this is like the first draft of the Aladdin script. And he looks around the kitchen. He's, messes around with all the modern day stuff, and he doesn't know what any of it is.
Mm-mm. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty good.
Well, like, also, like, I don't know any, like, much about Rip Taylor to say, like, oh, it's his style of comedy.
Yeah, Christ knows.
I don't know. But yeah, like, funny modern shenanigans.
Yeah. He gets thrown into the library, and he reads I love this, dating the movie. He reads all of the encyclopedias. He reads the whole I guess the whole encyclopedia means, like, 20 volumes.
Yeah.
Because, there's Wikipedia now.
Las Vegas must be someplace if Caesar moved his palace there.
What are you doing?
Catching up on the 20th century.
You read the whole encyclopedia?
He He read, like, 20, 25 books.
Yeah, because he's sitting on top of this massive tower of books, and he read the whole thing. So now he's caught up on the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just messing around. And I think the kids ask for their wishes, isn't that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wait. Yeah, Genie makes a flat Earth joke.
Yes. Because he's like, what is this thing, this globe? And the kids inform him that it's the world. And he's like, oh, whoa, like, isn't the world flat? I must have missed that. So he goes to read again. And the kids are like, no, like, what about our wishes?
He starts to walk away. And I'm like, were you going to, like, check that the world isn't flat? Like,
yeah.
Was he going to go do something about that?
I think he's just trying to avoid, like, them thinking about their wishes for as long as he can. Yeah,
because they drag him back, and they're like, no, you're a genie. Like, you're supposed to grant 3 wishes for each master.
Yeah, I like that detail, that there's not just 3 wishes.
Yeah, just 3, it's like there's 4 of them, so each one of them gets 3 wishes.
Yeah.
And Genie's like, damn, everyone remembers that part.
And immediately Louis tries to wish for 1,000,000 wishes.
That's like the most in character Louis thing for modern day Louis, which is wild.
Oh.
And we do get some sort of the rules. So Louis can't wish for 1,000,000 wishes.
Yeah.
Just 'cause.
Yeah.
And I love Huey's like, oh, I guess one of us should wish for, like, peace on Earth. This is depressing. Jean's like, yeah, I'm not a miracle worker.
Oof. And then Webby immediately is like, what if can we wish for, like, a pet or something? And Jean is like,
Christ.
Yeah, like, that's fine.
Yes.
Immediately, she wants a baby elephant.
Yes. My God, girl. Girl. Critical thinking. Anything. Think of consequences. How the fuck are you gonna feed this? Where are you gonna keep it?
That's immediately the problem.
Yeah, and I do like that. That's immediately the problem. This is like the stupidest wish on earth. Awful. And I mean, I love Rusty Taylor. Rusty Taylor does an incredible job in every voice she does. But Christ, do I hate Webby in this movie for most of this film. Christ alive. Yeah, like, no hesitation. She takes the lamp, giggling, and wishes for a baby elephant.
Yeah, what the fuck?
A puppy? A fish? Girl.
Yeah, anything. Goddamn, a hamster. You can keep that in your room.
Yes. A baby elephant? Why would you want that?
I don't know. They don't stay baby forever. You need to have an elephant.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So everybody's yelling at her, like...
Well, not yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But, like, first Jean grants the wish, but, like, the way his powers work, it's, like, involuntary.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want to grant the wish, but, like, his hands move, like, separate from out of his control.
Yeah.
And there's, like, the glitter again.
Yeah.
And he yells Shabooey and grants the wish.
But it's, like, a very, like... I don't know, like, painful, but, like, very, like, uncomfortable experience. And he is, like, mad that she made him do it. Yeah, because
it's a big problem. Like, now there's he created this giant elephant that's now in the library.
Yep.
And dumb Webby's like, what's wrong? She's cute.
Yeah, and he's like, no, like, big wishes are always, like, big trouble is what he says.
Yeah.
And immediately, like, Louis is like, Scrooge is gonna see this, and he's gonna want to know what the fuck is happening. How is there an elephant in this house?
Yeah. And Jean's concern is that everyone is gonna see it, learn about him, fight over the lamp, and he'll end up trapped again for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Because that's apparently what always happens.
So Jean is like, like, please just keep it to small things.
Yeah. And that is fun. Like, the kids are like, oh, shit. Like, here's, like, this evidence. Like, it's the literal elephant in the room.
Yes. Yeah. Like, here, specifically, immediately, Beakley is gonna walk into the room. And the kids are like, we need to hide this elephant.
And they can't, because it's an elephant.
Yeah.
And they do, like, Jean, like, shrinks. Like, he freaks out when he hears Beakley and shrinks to, like... tiny, like half the kid's height, to hide behind them.
Yeah.
And Beakley, why is Beakley cleaning? You're the nanny, Beakley.
I don't know.
Put that down. Go read a book.
She's doing some sweeping.
Go darn some socks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah. She immediately bumps into the elephant.
Yes. And screams.
Mm-hmm.
And then the elephant screams.
Yep, and bolts.
Yes, and dumb fucking Webby is holding on to this elephant's leash, like getting dragged around the room.
Yeah.
As it tries to, like, climb up the bookcase, and, like, it destroys everything in the process.
Yeah. And to make matters worse, Dewey looks out the window and Duckworth is back with Scrooge.
Yes. And fucking, God, it's like, okay. As much as I hate Webby, Beakley's so much worse in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, Beakley is, like, terrible all the way through. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she is just screaming and, like, squirming all over the place this whole movie.
Pulls Scrooge because she runs down, opens the door, and he, like, knocks off his top hat and glasses.
She's, like, just, like, shaking him all over the place. Like, freaking, like, what's he gonna do about an elephant?
I don't know.
Elephant! Pink! Hurry! Ah!
She just yoinks him out of the car.
And yes, then we go back to the destruction in the library with this giant fucking elephant just decimating the room, and poor Webby is just clinging to the stupid leash.
Yeah, let it go. You
Yeah.
can't do anything. And then so Louie and Huey are arguing because like they know they have to make a wish so that this, fucking elephant leaves, but neither of them wants to waste a wish.
Yeah.
Because why would they?
Yes, this is Webby's dumb problem. Webby should have to wish it away.
Yeah.
But Huey's like, fine, grabs the lamp and wishes that Webby never made her wish.
Yeah.
So elephant vanishes and the library is put all back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so the kids, they all like pile into this armchair. It's in the library.
Mm-hmm. And
Just
it's facing like the window, so like they can't be seen.
Yeah. Just as Beakley runs back in, towing Scrooge behind her.
Yeah. And like they don't, obviously like Scrooge doesn't see anything wrong. Yeah. So he's kind of like, oh, like.
Yeah, everything's been cleaned up, but Beakley is like frantic. I don't understand why she is so frantic.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you saw weirder shit on like the first day you worked with him. Why is this freaking you out so much?
Yeah, I don't know. She's like, I saw it. I saw an elephant. It had a pink bow. She's just like I don't know, doing turns and getting the glow.
Yeah. Like her hair is like a kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And like she's like, you think I'm crazy, don't you? Yes. But yeah, we see that the kids are very unsubtly like scooting the chair out of the room.
So like Scrooge knows something is up.
But yeah, so the kids sneak back to their room. Mm-hmm. And what they tell Gene to get back in the lamp quick so they can hide him. Mm-hmm. But he's like terrified of going back in.
Yeah, he's like, not, put me in the doghouse, a madhouse, a house of pancakes.
Yes.
Don't put me in the lamp.
Yes. So they're like, fine, okay. So they put him in the closet.
Mm-hmm. So Scrooge comes in, and all the kids are like, hello, Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah,
and
they're all like sitting very naturally in different corners of the room.
Scrooge is like, cut that shit. Like, what are you guys, doing to mess with Beakley?
Yeah.
And they don't fess up to anything.
Yeah. They're like, what? Meanwhile, Gene in the closet is like standing on a skateboard.
Yeah.
And like he like loses his balance and the skateboard goes flying and like crashes into a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And he's like, Scrooge is like, what was that? And I think Dewey's like, oh, the crash in the closet? And Louie's like, we didn't hear it.
Yes. But so he opens the closet and a complete stranger jumps out, riding the skateboard.
What was that?
The crash in the closet? Oh, we didn't hear it.
Hey, Pops, give me 5. Get down, get back, get real, get a haircut.
Who is this?
Gene. Yeah, Gene.
You're new around here?
Yeah, kinda. I pop up every now and then.
This new child.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And it's Gene. In
Gene,
like this like oversized hat and like a long shirt and like tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm. And so their whole thing is that their friend Gene came over for a sleepover. And Scrooge is like, okay, fine. You know, just don't do anything bad.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Like, not, like, he doesn't go back to, like, the elephant thing. He's like, okay, whatever.
No. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. He says, you know, like, I'm not in a mood. So, yeah, he's like, fuck it, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah. And we see the kids are, like, they're just, like, behind the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in, like, the woods that are apparently behind the mansion.
Yeah.
Enjoying their wishes. Like, Dewey apparently wished for a hang glider.
Yes.
So he's flying around on that. And, I mean, there's, like, more toys and things, and I feel like the wishes should have allowed for, unless Webby wished for, like, the contents of a Toys R Us.
Yeah, because, there's, like, Webby has, like, a little, like, house, like, a play set.
Yeah.
And there's, like, a lot of, like, balloons, and there's, like, a little castle.
Yeah.
There's, like, Louis has a trampoline that he's on, like, a small one.
Yeah. And,
Who
like...
knows?
God knows. There's, like, Walt Disney's little model train thing. The one he put in his backyard. I forget what it was called. But the one that he would apparently force all his guests to ride on. Yes, yeah. What is it that... Oh, yes. I think Louis asks for a steamboat.
Yes.
And he asks, like, could I wish for a steamboat?
Mm-hmm.
And Gene's like, oh, yeah, do you want, like, an ocean to go with it? And I do like this big exchange, like, oh, too much, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
just a bit. There is, like, good bits of dialogue in this movie.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. Like, I think, I mean, better than, like, the show would have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the comedy's snappier.
Yeah.
It's not, like, great, but it's better.
Yeah.
And so one of the kids wishes for the world's biggest ice cream sundae, but not too big.
Yeah.
More metaphorically big.
Yeah.
Metaphorically the biggest.
Mm-hmm. And Gene's like, yeah, I can do that. So he does. There, a cherry falls on Huey.
Yeah, because he conjures it from, like, midair, but, like, 50 feet up.
Yeah. So
he does comment, like, oh, gotta watch out for wind shear. Because he conjured it, but then it just kind of went off course and landed on Huey.
Yeah, so the kids go to eat their giant sundae.
Yes. And as they're eating it, they realize, oh, it's getting late, like, the sun is going down. Mm-hmm. And they're wondering if they should go back, like, if Scrooge will be worried.
Yeah, and they all decide, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's not. Like, it's apparently night now, and they have no idea where the kids are. And it's like, did they not tell anyone they were just going to the backyard?
I guess not.
Like, I mean, like, they're worried, like, the kids were out on the town and vanished.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, maybe Beakley, already being hysterical enough this episode, decides that they should call the police, probably.
Yes! Oh my god. And Scrooge is, like, saying, like, when I see those kids again, they're gonna be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
And the kids are all at the window and they see this. And I guess Dewey uses a wish to make Scrooge not be angry at them.
Yeah. We don't get to hear it, but immediately, like, the kids come in. Well, we see, Gene do the little sparkle thing.
He shoots magic at Scrooge.
Yeah, and when the kids come in, Scrooge is completely like shifted in attitude.
Yes, he's like, oh, he picks them up and hugs them all.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, do you kids need anything? Milk, cookies, ice cream.
And Louis like, no, we're kind of full and tired. And
Scrooge,
yeah,
he's like, oh, you kids better go to bed then. Yeah, and he like, ushers them up the stairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they wish that he wouldn't be angry at them or whatever. That he'd be nice to them.
Yeah.
This is the nicest he will be in this movie. It is when he is under a genie wish.
Yes. And he tells him to sleep tight, and it's so. Duckworth is such a fucking bitch, and I love him because Scrooge kept saying that he was gonna tell the kids off, and Duckworth goes up to Scrooge and is like, "That's telling them, sir."
Yeah, he does have this and like one other good line that I like.
Yeah.
That we'll get to.
And Scrooge is kind of like, he's like, wait, something's like off.
Yeah. He's like, wait, what just happened? But we see in the boys' room, they're all putting on their PJs, and they've given Jean the top bunk. Don't know where the third kid is going to sleep, but they'll figure it out. Yeah, so they're all putting on PJs. Yeah. And Jean is like, oh, so this is what it's like to be one of the guys.
Yeah.
Like...
one of the lads.
Yes. And that's all he ever wished for, to be one of the boys. Yeah,
that's cute. But the kids don't care because they're talking about who has any wishes left.
Yes. Yeah, they didn't give a shit. Yeah, that we learned that Louis has one wish left, and so does Webby. And then we see like this bird fly across the window. Like, silhouette shadow thing.
Yeah. And it spooks Jean.
Yeah, he flips out. He says it's him. And he jumps out of bed and shrinks down tiny.
Yeah. And he hides under
Jiminy
Louis'
Cricket size.
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket. Honestly.
Yes.
And he hides under Louis' little like sleep cap, nightcap, whatever.
Nightcap.
Yeah.
I just noticed that they're all wearing little like sleeping caps.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
The vibe.
I guess. But yeah. So they're like, it's just an owl. And we see that he thought it was Murloc.
Yeah.
And then we learned that Jean is traumatized.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah. He was like the meanest master that I ever had.
Yeah, and that Kali Baba stole the lamp from him, from Murloc.
Yeah.
And that we learned that, we saw, and now we learned that Murloc can transform into anything.
And, well, okay, so Jean says that he's an evil sorcerer, so I guess he does have additional powers.
I guess. We just never see them.
Yeah.
We just see the transforming ability. And the kids are like, well, but he can't still be alive.
And he's like, no, like, Jean is like, that was his wish, like, to be immortal. Yeah, to live forever.
And the kids are like, oh, damn, that's a good wish.
And Jean is like, no, like, he was, like, the worst wisher because he made him do, like, the worst things ever.
He says, like, terrible things. And it's like, he's, like, at the window crying. And it's like, yo. And to which Jean then elaborates that Murloc made him commit genocide.
Yeah.
He made him, I don't know if genocide, but Murloc made him kill hundreds upon thousands of people. Yeah.
Murloc is the reason that Atlantis sunk and that Pompeii,
was buried in ash.
Yeah.
Because Atlantis was a spa or a resort that Murloc couldn't get a reservation at. Which is fun. And so he had Jean sink it. Yeah. And he made Mount Vesuvius erupt just because he got mad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's crying.
Yes.
He's an evil sorcerer.
But he can't still be alive. He'd be ancient. Yeah, older than Uncle Scrooge even.
Yeah, except his first wish was to live forever.
Oh. Good wisher.
No, bad wisher. You don't know. Oh, he made me do the worst things.
Like what?
Did you ever hear of Atlantis? It was everybody's favorite resort until Murloc couldn't get reservations. Then down she went. And poor Pompeii. Mount Vesuvius would have never blown its top if Murloc hadn't blown his.
And Louie's like, like, what are you worried about then? Like, he used up all his wishes. And Jean explains that, no, like, he has this amulet that he uses with the lamp in order to have unlimited wishes.
Yeah, and he taps on a mirror, which gives us this very handy-dandy illustration.
Mm-hmm.
We see a little PowerPoint of what he's talking about.
Yes.
We see that the amulet that he wears, the green amulet, that also lets him transform.
Yeah.
Sure. It's like, we see, like, he literally has to put the amulet on the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
And that combined gives him unlimited wishes.
Yeah.
Because reasons. Who cares? Because reasons.
Because we need it to.
Yes, even though he told Louis earlier that unlimited wishes aren't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The talisman thing basically it lets Murloc do that. Lets him have unlimited wishes.
Mm-hmm. And Louis, trying to fix the situation, is like, well, maybe we can wish for the talisman. And Jean is like, no, like, I literally cannot do that. Yeah.
Also because
mm-hmm.
that you have to just straight up steal the talisman from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the kids are like, anyway, don't worry about him. Like, he has no reason to think you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, not true.
No.
They don't know that.
No. But I do like that they're being, like, very nice to him. Like, once they understood that, he's a person
mm-hmm.
with desires.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded weird.
Sorry. I was more alluding to the fact that Scrooge doesn't think he's a person.
Oh my god, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, no, the kids consider him a friend, and they're trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
And they see that he has major trauma.
Yes.
What the hell?
Mm. So it's the next day.
Yes, and these fucking pigeons, I swear to God.
I don't know. What the fuck?
What is this through line of the pigeons that we get here?
I don't know.
God. Anyway, Murloc is here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's we see him show up as this pretty, all his design, all his like creature forms look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's here as this giant is this a condor or a vulture?
I don't know the super specific difference.
Whatever. Bird.
Yes.
And he's carrying Dijon.
Mm-hmm.
And he drops Dijon into like a thorn bush.
Yeah. Some bramble.
Yes. And then he lands and transforms back into a person. And again, really cool transformation sequence. We actually see like his wings turn into his cloak.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I guess the implication is that they've been looking for Scrooge's house for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple days now.
Yeah.
And so they're outside the mansion, and basically they want to search the mansion for the lamp. Mm-hmm. And Dijon is like desperate not to be sent inside because he thinks if Scrooge finds him, he'll kill him.
Yeah.
Which, okay. Whoa. And Murloc's like, okay, fine, you don't have to come. Like, why'd you even bring him? Why'd you bring him? You could have just left him there. You had to carry him, like, across oceans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or something. However he got over here. Whatever. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, I'll try to remember, like, you when it's time to give a reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another cool transformation. He turns into a rat.
Mm-hmm.
To sneak in, but often, like, accomplish nothing.
God. No, it's probably, like, the worst idea.
Yes! Oh my god. Okay, so we sneak into the mansion as a rat. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The kids are now playing cops and robbers.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the house.
Yeah, they have a little, like, cop car that they're riding around in.
Yeah, they have to push it around, which is fun.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. And Gene is the robber.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets on a rug thinking it's like a magic carpet.
Yeah. But no, he gets arrested.
Yes. But then, now Webby comes in to break up the fun.
Yeah,
I hate
her little...
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh my god. I love her watching this completely in sync with our thoughts, completely in sync. We hate her dumb little Belle and her dumb little existence in this movie.
Because honestly, I would also be playing cops and robbers with the boys.
So she drags Gene in to play Tea Party with her. Mm-hmm. Because none of the other boys managed to get out of it, or she just wants Gene.
I don't know. I hate the face that she does too, by the way. I don't know why they animated it like this.
Why did they animate her so flirtatious? She's like 6. She's like 6. Gene is thousands of years old.
Also, we don't know if he's actually a child. It's weird.
I mean, technically, no, he's not. He's thousands of years old.
Exactly. It's fucking weird. I hate it. Actually, fucking stop.
Anyway, Murloc Rat squeezes through the mail slot.
Uh-huh.
Well, he has like a mini version of the amulet around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
So he sneaks in. For whatever reason, he doesn't just bust in and pick up Scrooge and shake him.
No.
And demand to give up. Like, I guess he's afraid that Scrooge has the lamp and could, like, kill him with a wish.
Yeah. Yeah, but he just bolts because he hears, like, Scrooge coming, and he does. He comes in through this giant big door, and he's pissed. And Murloc just leaves upstairs.
Look, Scrooge is, he's being followed around by Duckworth. He's trying to get him to get ready for the ball, for the Archaeological Society ball. And he's following Scrooge around with, like, a tux on a hanger that looks exactly like what Duckworth is wearing.
Yeah. And Duckworth is telling Scrooge, you know, like, I already called Launchpad to take you to this thing. And Scrooge is like, no, like, cancel
Launchpad.
Cancel Launchpad.
Launchpad is canceled.
Oh, God.
He'll never work in this town again.
Terrible.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah.
Meanwhile, stupid Murloc Rat's running around, and Bigley sees him.
Yeah. And
he's a massive rat also. He's like possum-sized.
Oh, God. Not at possums, but an idea of a possum-sized rat.
Yes. No, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. And yeah, he's just...
Yeah. Kind of scurrying around pointlessly.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow Scrooge around? Like, what?
Yeah, he's just helping us transition to the next scene.
Yes. Which is the tea party. We see Webby's room, or sort of. It's just... Like, it is inundated by stuffed animals. Like, the most... And they look so weird. Like, I don't know what it is, but all of his animals, before they even start moving, are terrible to look at.
Yeah, they all, like... It's the stare. They all, like, have these, like, pinprick eyes.
Yes.
That just makes them really weird.
Yeah, and they're just, like, so many of them, and they're, like, staring at the kids, or Gene and Webby.
Yeah.
Ugh. And Gene is confusing this little tea party with a Boston tea party.
Mm-hmm. And he's bummed out when he finds out that they're not gonna be, you know, throwing tea off a bank.
Yeah, and, like, dressing like Native Americans.
Yeah.
And Webby knows what a Boston tea party is.
Yeah.
This is the smartest thing she will ever say in this movie or in any episode of TV animation.
That's the thing. Webby just, like, violently flops between, like, being smart enough to manipulate Scrooge.
Yes.
Or, like, wishing for a baby elephant.
Yes.
Like, there's no in between.
Yeah. And then her next wish. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, well, first, outside the door, Beakley has a broom. She's sneaking up on Murloc the rat and whacks him around.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to whack a rat? Like, that seems like so much worse.
I don't know.
Like, what if it attacks you?
Exactly. Exactly. I don't understand the point. I've like never understood the point of like doing that to like, or like big old spiders. I'm like, it's just gonna go
like,
after you.
And this is like a whole little sharp-toothed mammal thing.
Yeah.
Like, it could have rabies.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah. So Murloc the rat is getting just batted around. Like, I forget how much quote-unquote physical comedy Murloc goes through.
Yeah.
He gets beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn into your giant sorcerer thing and, like, smite her. I don't know.
Exactly. Just stop getting hit with the broom.
Yeah, like, why are you taking this? Like, it doesn't fit his character of this, like, proud, evil, like, has killed thousands person that we see and learn about. Then he lets himself get beaten up by a lady with a broom.
Yeah.
And so Webby's pouring... does she even have, like, real tea that she's pouring? No, right?
No.
Like, I mean... And then she's, like, talking to her toys, because she apparently has no friends.
No, she has absolutely none.
Like, we know the boys can't stand her, because she calls her stuffed animals her friends. Mm-hmm. Which... sad. And Jean is like, what? Like, these are stuffed animals. They're not alive.
Yeah. Which was the wrong thing to say.
Yes.
Because
Webby's like, oh my god.
That gives me a great idea.
And Jean's like, oh fuck, oh god, oh no, I was joking.
Yeah, and Webby does not realize to not, and she wishes that all her dollies were alive.
Yes.
And her dollies
yes.
include a lot of wild animals.
Yes. Because Jean tries to be like, oh no, let's just have our tea party, just us. Like, no worries. But nope, she makes her stupid ass wish. And most of these are animals. And they all come to life, and they look and move and act horrendously. I hate how they look and sound. Because there's a moment of like, oh, maybe this will be okay. Maybe this will be fun.
Yeah. No.
And then they all go wild.
Whoa! Feeding frenzy!
They attack Jean because they want the cookies, right?
I don't know if they want the cookies.
I don't
or they just
know.
want to eat him.
Yeah, because they just become this teeming mass, like something coming out of the gates of hell. It is not great to look at.
No, they're like, I don't know, just they look so angry immediately.
Yeah, like they're audibly and visibly kind of unnerving. And
they, yeah.
And so we cut to Bakley, who is now, she's moved on from being paranoid about the elephant to now being paranoid about this rat.
Yes.
She's like making a mess looking for this rat. Like, girl, just call an exterminator.
She's just unhinged.
She is. She really is. She's like her beak to the ground, like a bloodhound looking for this rat. And then she like looks bent over, looks between her legs, and sees this mass of toys coming at her.
Yeah. And
God, the animation is just it's too smooth and squirmy. Again, is the best way I can describe it.
It really is.
Because she, like, does this flip, scream thing.
Runs out. Yeah.
And goes running.
Oh, my God. And immediately, like, Gina's telling Webby, like, you need to wish them back. And she's like, that was my last wish.
Yeah, I hate that Webby's wishes are the only ones that need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Because she keeps wishing for the stupidest fucking things.
Oh, Webby.
Yeah. And so now Murloc the rat is going to be eaten by this stuffed tiger. And I hate how this tiger looks, too. Anyway, in Scrooge's study, Duckworth isn't able to get a hold of Launchpad because he's probably already on his way. And Scrooge is refusing to go, so I think he says that he'll... that Launchpad should take Duckworth to the ball in his place. Because that joke pays off later.
Yeah. And Scrooge, goes to leave, and when he's leaving the room, he goes to get his top hat off of a hat stand, but it's fallen down.
Yeah, I like he like reaches for it without looking, expecting it to be there, and he like grabs at like air for a second, like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
And sees his hat on the ground.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't know is that one of the alive toys under it, a little duck on wheels.
Mm-hmm. And so when he goes to grab it, it moves, and he's kind of like, oh, like, since when does a hat have a mind of its own?
And he's like, he and the hat are like circling. Yeah. And finally he jumps on it, and then it like is just throwing him around. Like it's, he can't stop it from moving, and like throwing him into walls and stuff.
Oh my god.
And now Dijon's at the window. And just kind of, like, calling for Murloc real quietly. Like, dude, what?
Yeah.
This is a mansion full of people. Like, of the 10 people in this mansion, who was more likely to hear you?
Yeah,
The one wizard rat man or everyone else?
So, and then, like, this, like, bouncy horse thing bounces by him and, like, closes the window that he was propping up, and it, like, smashes his nose, and I hate it.
I hate it, yeah. So the duck under Scrooge's hat throws him down the stairs, and, like, I guess all of these toy things have all ended up in, like, a library lounge area.
Yeah.
And
there's, like, a piano.
Yeah, like the fireplace, and they're just they're wreaking havoc.
Yeah, and, like, they, like, writhe around like they're in distress.
Yes, writhing.
Yeah,
that's the best way to describe these things. They're writhing around. It's, like, hard to look at. It's, like, it's hard to focus on what the fuck they're doing, because it's a lot of movement.
It's like the horror of being, like, a toy.
Yes.
I don't know, because, like, I feel like they don't, like, turn into the animal that they are.
No.
They're just an alive toy, and they don't like that. It's really bad. I hate it.
It's bad. So Scrooge sees this, and then Murloc gets eaten by the stuffed tiger. It's awful. So he just sees this inside is, like, this belly, and it's, like, I guess just fluff and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Because they still have stitching and stuff, so there's still, like, stuffed animals.
That's why I'm saying, like, it's one of those, like, I have no mouth, but I must scream situations.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh.
So I love that Huey, Dewey, and Louie kind of bust into this part of the house by accident. They're like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because they were, like, in a whole other wing.
Yeah, they were still playing. We see that Huey is now the robber.
Yeah. And Webby's insisting that Louie, who has the last wish, insisting that he fix her fucking mistake.
Yeah.
And Scrooge goes up to the kids like, what is happening here?
Yeah. And so they have, like, no choice but to, like, give up this fucking scheme, and also, like, Louis has no choice but to make the last wish.
Yeah. And Junu's next to them. For whatever reason, like, now he turns back into his genie form. Mm-hmm. Even though he didn't for Webby's wish, but whatever.
Who knows?
For the reveal.
Yeah.
So he changes back, and Scrooge obviously sees this. He grants the wish, and all the toys collapse lifeless.
Yes.
Like, lifeless. Like everything is fixed. Mm-hmm. Like, their mess is fixed, but the toys themselves, like, don't pop back to Webby's room. They're just, like, slumped to the ground. Oh. We see a portrait of Donald gets put back on the wall. That's the only time we're going to see him in this movie.
Oh.
He's too good for this movie.
Which is funny considering, like, the episode of 2017 DuckTales it's all Donald.
Oh yes, oh my goodness, yes, Quack Pack, yeah.
Yes, Quack Pack.
Yes. I know what I was thinking about. Yes, Quack Pack. I was thinking of Treasure the Found Lamp.
Oh, okay.
He's not even in that movie, in that episode. Ignore me. So we see in, like, very, like, specific detail as this tiger plush is murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we get specific focus on him, like, slumping to the ground lifelessly.
Yeah.
With
it's
Murloc
terrible.
still, like, poking around inside him. What is this movie?
Ooh. And so we go to Scrooge, who has discovered that Jean is a genie.
Yeah, the jig is up.
Yes. And fucking Beakley is like comes out of like a closet under the stairs and is like, does his mother know about this?
Girl, he is a figment of magic and whatever the fuck. I don't think he has parents.
No.
It's almost a good joke from Beakley.
Yeah, it's a Beakley. It was a lie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And yeah, so they tell Scrooge, yeah, he's a genie. He was in this lamp.
Yeah. And Scrooge immediately has no fucking chill about the fact that he has a magic lamp.
Genie lamp, yes. His eyes spin like the slot machines. We get dollar signs in his eyes. He is jumping around, thinking about how he could get
The genie in the magic lamp. The fortunes I could own. I could have the world's biggest diamond. No, the world's biggest diamond mine. No, all the diamond mines. No, the entire mining industry. Yes. I can see where this is going to take some careful thought.
He's like grabbing Duckworth and then like running up the stairs like in jubilation.
Yeah.
Thinking about everything he could own.
He slides down the stairs and he's like, oh, I'll have to really think about this. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, outside Launchpad, look, he honks. It's a helicopter. Why does it have a horn? I have to assume he put it there.
Yeah. You know, how else does Scrooge know he's out there?
He honks. And I love I love the payoff of like the earlier line where Duckworth's like, your ride is here, sir. Or should I say, my ride?
Oh my god. And no, Scrooge
second best joke.
His mind. Yeah.
Second best joke after sell it about the sandwich. Yeah.
Duckworth is so funny.
He's great. But yeah, Scrooge changed his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to wish for Kalibaba's treasure.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he does. Jean is not very happy again about granting the wish.
No, and the kids are sad for him too.
Yeah.
Like, ooh. Ugh. Yeah, he grants the wish, and fucking Murloc the rat climbs out of the tiger's mouth just in time to be crushed by
all of the treasure.
Yes. The treasure which manifests above him and lands on him.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't that have killed him?
If only.
Honestly, it would justify, it would not justify, what's the word? Comeuppance for this stupid fucking decision to turn into a rat.
Yeah. Ooh. But no. God, Scrooge looks so evil in this.
He looks
emerald.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say he picks up this emerald, and I guess I hope it was the purposeful choice of green, envy, jealousy, evil color. And I love his face as he throws it aside.
Yeah.
This just evil face. He's so evil in this scene. And for whatever reason, he wants Jean to come with him in the lamp.
Yeah.
I guess to not let the lamp out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he says, right after. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. And the kids immediately like, no, you can't do that to him. He's our friend. And Scrooge is
apparently the authority on all things.
Yeah.
On personhood.
Yeah. Because he's like, no, a genie isn't a person. It's just a thing.
Yeah. What? It's so fucked up. What gives you the right to say that, Scrooge?
Yeah. I remember, the first time that I ever saw this, I was like, wait, what the fuck did he just say?
I know, denying personhood to this fully sentient...
Yeah.
man-child thing.
Being.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the kids are all so upset. They're hugging Jean.
Yeah. And Scrooge is like, just get in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. Let's leave.
Yeah. And, like, he watches Jean have, like, a tearful goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And be like, it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was great. And, yeah, he flies back into the lamp. Doesn't give two shits. The kids are begging Scrooge not to take Jean, and he doesn't care.
In the lamp, Jeannie. You're coming with me.
No, not the lamp. Have a heart.
Can't he stay with us, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah,
Oh, no. I'm no letting this wee gold mine out of me sight.
but he's our friend.
Nonsense. A genie isn't a person. A genie is a thing.
No!
Inside.
Bye, guys. It was great while it lasted.
He literally just puts him in his coat and leaves.
Yes!
Doesn't give a shit.
The kids chase him out, like, still begging him to let Jean go. Like, this is, like, Scrooge has never been more evil than he is in this movie. Why?
I
Like,
don't
why?
know. Oh my god.
But, so everyone leaves so that Dijon can sneak in through the window and declare Murloc dead and start taking the treasure.
Yeah. Like, he does not give a shit. He's like, oh no.
Yes.
Anyways.
And, okay. This scene makes me madder than anything else in this movie.
Okay.
The lamp was 2 feet away from Murloc in Scrooge's fucking hands.
Yeah.
And Murloc waits until he is gone to burst out of the pile of treasure in very dramatic fashion.
Yes.
In
That's very
full
cool.
in full 7-foot-tall sorcerer form when he can't do shit.
No.
Like, what? What? Why did you do that a minute ago? 30 seconds ago? And just
Like, yeah.
rip the lamp from Scrooge's hands and wish them all dead. Or whatever.
Yeah, like,
I mean, because he bursts out demanding to know where the lamp is.
it's like, did you actually get knocked out?
Yeah.
Were you passed out for a little bit? And it's like, oh,
Like-
damn, you're bad luck.
Like the 2 minutes it took for between the money landing on you and you bursting out. Like,
Yeah.
bro, where's the lamp? 30
Yeah.
feet away. Go get it. It's right outside.
Goddamn, like, explode the helicopter. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yes. Christ, because next, cut to Murloc following the helicopter in bird form.
yeah. Oh.
Oh my god.
And he's still carrying Dijon.
Yes.
Leave the man.
Leave him. I don't understand. Why? Because just God. Anyway, whatever.
Yes.
We go to the Archaeological Society ball. And they are serving drinks in plastic striped cups. So you know there is no money involved in this. These people have no money.
No.
Like, could they not even imply alcohol? So they had to, like, have these
Like a
striped...
soda cup.
Yeah, with straws.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, no champagne flutes?
Mm-mm.
Fucking...
Martini glass somewhere. No, absolutely not.
This is the concession stand at a high school football game. That's what they're serving.
Oh my god.
And Jean is asking Scrooge to let him out, to let him like see the party.
Yeah. Like, also Scrooge is, I guess because he has a lamp, but he's just, like, standing in, like, a little corner. Just...
Yeah. Like, I don't think he has friends here.
No, he doesn't. He hates everyone here.
And Jean pops out of the lamp again, Jiminy Cricket-sized. And at first sits in Scrooge's pocket.
Yeah.
And Scrooge is like, no, get the fuck out. And literally flicks him out and puts him in this, like, potted plant thing.
Yeah. Damn, Scrooge, you can't even be nice to this. Oh, you don't think it's a person, but...
Yes, yeah, he doesn't. Meanwhile, outside, Murloc lands, and we're like in this like snowy area now. So like, I mean, how far? Where is this place? Like, I think they describe it as like a hunting lodge. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
we're like up in the mountains. Like,
I guess. I mean, they got there in a helicopter ride, so presumably not that far away.
Yeah,
but far enough that there's snow.
Yeah. Dijon and Murloc land. Dijon makes the comment that, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, airsick, so they should take the bus back. Yes. When they leave.
Murloc is like, whatever the fuck. He's tells Dijon to go into the back while he goes to the front, and that if he lets them past him, he will kill Dijon.
Yeah. You give this man like 10 chances. I don't know why you're drawing the line.
I know. Like, what? Why trust him? Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever. And skate. Back inside the party. I love, like, what is this waitress, this 1950s diner waitress?
Yeah, I think I've drawn this woman before.
Like, and I love, like, some of these archaeological society guys. You have, like, a naval captain. Some guy with scuba gear that he's actively wearing.
Yeah.
Like a snorkel mask. And the waitress like deliberately says, "Here's your soda, sir," to the Navy guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, girl, we know it's soda.
We can tell by the cup.
I'm just so like, why these cups?
Because
so deliberately like
it's a soda,
these
not
paper cups,
not a whiskey soda,
yes.
not a.
But we see anyway in the little tree. Gene has a collection of snacks he's managed to sneak in. Mm-hmm. Unshelled pistachios. Chips.
No, shelled. They're
shelled. I'm sorry, shelled, yes. Not unshelled. That'd be normal.
Yeah. Shelled pistachios. I don't know, Pringles.
Yeah,
pretzels.
Yeah, Pringles, basically.
Yeah, not a bad spread.
I guess. I mean, I would expect, like, some hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, yeah. No, this is like a high school.
Yes, we're right. They're serving high school football concession stand.
Yeah,
that's what we're getting here. You're right. And Gene goes to dab his mouth like on some random person's outfit, and that random person happens to be Murloc.
It's funny. And yeah, Murloc does not notice him.
No, we get this like upward shot, whatever, of him.
Yeah.
And Gene's like, oh shit.
Yeah. I will say that about this movie is that they're very experimental with the perspective that they choose for things, which makes it really fun. Yeah,
no, they do have fun with it sometimes. Mm-hmm. And Gene has to go warn Scrooge.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dijon is sneaking in through the back. Mm-hmm. And there's a whole, like, silver, like, cutlery, silverware.
Like set, I guess.
Set just out, like, perfectly organized, waiting to be stolen.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, yeah.
By Dijon.
Yeah.
Because, of course, he's a
cannot
thief.
Resist stealing.
Yes.
Ugh. Oh, God. Yeah.
So he stops to steal it all. Mm-hmm. And so the head of the event is like, oh, we're going to introduce Scrooge, who found the treasure of Kali Baba. And he's going to, like, talk about that. He's going to rub it in all our faces.
And Scrooge goes up to, give the I hate everyone here speech.
Yes! Oh, there is a Indiana Jones looking dog man.
Oh, is there?
Very quickly. Here, let me see what time he shows up at.
Wait, what minute?
Oh, sorry. 43 minutes, 58 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we see Gene running through the crowd, running up onto the stage to drag Scrooge off stage because Murloc is like shoving his way through the crowd, but like nobody notices. Like nobody pays any attention.
Yeah.
To this giant wizard man, like shoving people out of the way.
Yeah, like no one seems really scandalized. Like they're just gonna like, oh, okay.
No, yeah, like to the point where Murloc is violently shoving people away and no one reacts. Like, the people in the foreground and the background are, like, blank face, completely still.
No one gives a shit.
No. Like, I mean, the animators didn't give a shit.
Mm.
Because nobody else reacts. And Gene doesn't have too much time to explain, but she's dragging Scrooge off stage and tells him, oh, that's Murloc, my old master.
Mm-hmm.
But he's dragging him upstairs.
Scrooge does try to fight Murloc.
Well, yeah, because Gene drags him into, like, a room. And Scrooge is like you're crazy. Because I don't think he fully believes that they're being chased, or,
no,
like...
it takes him... He doesn't really think that, like... Okay, because Gene tells him, like, no, like... Murloc is way too powerful, he's gonna destroy you. And Scrooge just does not believe him, like, at all.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't take any of this seriously, as, you know, Gene is dragging him upstairs, and...
Yeah.
They go into...
they went into a bedroom, and he, like, barricades the door with furniture, and he shoves the lamp in Scrooge's hands and tells him he has to wish them out.
Yeah. And Scrooge is like, nope, absolutely not. Like, these wishes are worth a fortune. And Gene has to be like, what's worth more? Like, your life or a fortune? And Scrooge has to think of it.
Yeah, he has to think about it. He's like, ooh. And meanwhile, Murloc is at the door, and he bangs on it once as a human person, and then transforms into a bear.
Yeah.
To slam his arm through the door and, like, kind of paw around.
Yeah.
And basically just tear apart the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scrooge is still refusing to make a wish.
Yeah. He's like, no, we have to stand our ground. It's like, dude, it's a bear.
Yeah, it's a bear. It's a bear. It's literally... it is destroying the brick door frame. Like, what is your plan? But, I actually do like the plan that Gene has. Mm-hmm. Throws the genie lamp into this, like, the glass bowl of a lamp on the ceiling. There we go.
Yes.
So that it's hanging in there. And he drags Scrooge with him inside the lamp, hoping Murloc won't notice him in there.
Mm-hmm. And Murloc immediately, like, terrifyingly crashes through and is, like, just awful. He, like, destroys
he destroys
the whole room.
Everything! Like, I think this is the only time we see him as a bear, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, he bursts through the door, like, shoves stuff aside. He picks up the whole bed and slams it on the ground, destroyed. Like, yeah, just we see all the wreckage he's left.
Yeah.
It's great.
And then, sadly, at that time, Dijon, again with the pants gag,
oh my god,
walks in and is like, oh yeah, like, they must have left.
Murloc tells Dijon to keep searching in the house, while he searches outside to make sure they don't get past him.
Yeah.
And Murloc transforms now into the bird form again. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Scrooge and Gene are in the chandelier lamp.
And we don't get to see the inside of the lamp.
No.
But we do hear a conversation that they're having, and it's Scrooge kind of criticizing the inside of the lamp.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything. I think they're gone.
Where are we?
Well, it's not exactly the Ritz.
Not the lamp.
Sorry about the smell, but you get used to it after a couple of 100 years. Can you move your elbow, please?
Get me out of here!
But then Gina's kind of like, once they're out, he's like, do you have to yell at me all the time? Like, fucking chill.
Yeah.
And Scrooge has, like, the gall to be like, I wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for you.
Like, but you're the one who brought the lamp with you. Like, sorry that a bunch of people want it. Like, it's a magic genie lamp.
Exactly. And Gina's like, yeah, like, also, like, you wouldn't be alive. You would be mauled by a bear if it wasn't for me.
And we do have this more somber moment where Gene goes to the window and he's like, I didn't ask to have Murloc after me or to have anybody after me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, he tells him, like, I just want a life of my own, like your nephews do, you know? He's like, I want my own bike, comic books, a sled.
Yeah.
You know?
So listing, like, ski equipment. And so Scrooge, who started to feel sympathetic, is like, nah, okay, I don't care anymore. Yeah. I'm annoyed. Like, okay. While out the window, they see that Murloc is still flying around. He's still here. Mm-hmm. And so Scrooge is insisting that Gene get it back inside the lamp because he wants to take the lamp to his vault, which is the most secure place he has.
Mm-hmm. And Gene is kind of like, again, like, I don't want to go in. Like, you saw how shitty it is in there. And Scrooge is kind of like, you know, it's, you have to do it.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah. And he does.
I do wish we had seen inside the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could have been fun. Like, what has he been dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
But no. So you see Scrooge runs out. And Dijon sees him. Yeah. Until he runs straight into a dining cart. And like just bodied by this dining cart.
He like does like a little rotation like midair. It's so funny.
And he picks up the wrong lamp. He picks up a gravy boat. Which, how do you do that?
I don't know.
and so he leaves Ginny's lamp on the ground.
Yeah.
And Dijon then runs into the dining cart next. And he finds the lamp.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, Gene hears, like, everything that happened. So he's like, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's when Dijon notices the lamp. And he grabs it.
And he rubs it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, Gene pops out.
Screams.
Yes. And obviously Dijon's like, oh, I'm sure to Murloc, he'll be so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And Gene, thinking quick, convinces Dijon to keep the lamp for himself.
Yeah.
Because he figures, obviously, that Dijon's the safer bet than being handed off to Murloc.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, Dijon has no loyalty, so
no.
He does it.
Yeah. Because like, Gene bows to him. He's like, oh, like, you'll be the master. Like, you can wish for whatever you want. You can be the most powerful.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I like the sound of that. God, I hate the animation for Dijon here.
Oh my god, yeah, he's horrendous. He's awful. Oh, I hate looking at him so much. Stop moving. I need the scene to end.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Alright, then time for some more Murloc stupidity. So Scrooge runs out to Launchpad in the helicopter, tells him to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They take off, and Murloc, who is in bird form, transforms into like a cougar.
Yeah.
To catch a helicopter.
Yeah.
That is taking off into the air.
Yeah.
And when that plan obviously fails, he transforms back into a bird! What?
And now he's like, I don't know, half a mile behind.
Yes! Stay a bird!
And so we see that Launchpad makes it back to the money bin.
Yes. Which, and I do like we see like in the background that the giant dollar sign in the money bin is now a giant letter D.
Yes.
But nobody notices it.
Mm-mm. So, like, Scrooge is like, tells Launchpad not to even like land.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in and out, I guess. So he runs in with his gravy boat.
And smash cut to, I guess, his office.
Yeah.
Which has now become Dijon's
lair.
There we go. And Dijon is sitting behind the desk, wearing a massive turban.
Yes.
And, fancier clothes with, like, big gemstones.
Yeah.
And I love, like, the Scrooge, we see that the hallway behind him is different, too. And it's like, did you assume they were decorated without your permission? Like...
I actually really like the pattern of the hallway and the colors. It's very fun. But yeah, like, you should have seen this. It's a very different, like, aesthetic change.
Yes. And we see Scrooge being like, what is happening here? Mm-hmm. And that Dijon, because, he's been talking throughout the movie that what he wants is like a mountain of money.
Yeah.
And so he wished for Scrooge's fortune.
Yeah. And, Gene is, like, kind of standing there, like, ashamed and, like, and he tells Scrooge that he didn't really think that, Dijon would wish for Scrooge's fortune.
like, yeah, when he wished for a fortune, he didn't know that he would wish for Scrooge's. Like, yeah, Dijon went out of his way to fuck Scrooge over specifically.
Yeah.
I never thought he'd wish for your fortune, Mr. McDuck. I swear.
The lamp? Gravy?
And yeah, so this is the... Christ, how many times does that make this? The 4th or 5th time that Scrooge has lost all his money?
Yeah.
It happens so many times.
It's so funny every single time.
Like, what are some times off the top of my head? Do-Re-Mi, when he, like, sprays it all away. Oh, no, Do-Re-Mi is when it's multiplied.
Yes.
What's the one where he sprays it?
Oh, I don't
know. Remember, it's the... Because there's, like, the money moth he's afraid of.
Oh.
And so he sprays his money.
No, I don't remember that one.
That's the plot.
Uh-huh.
And then there's... I mean, in the Fenton arc, he loses it, like, 3 times. Like, Fenton drops it in the lake.
Yes.
The Beagle Boys... Yes, the Beagle Boys steal the lake. They steal the money. And then aliens steal the money. And that's just in the Fenton arc. Mm-hmm. There's... I think it's the first... There's the episode where... the money bin splits open. Uh-huh. That's when Scrooge is repelling the Beagle Boy invasion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that is the Bubba Duck arc.
Okay.
He's repelling the Beagle Boy invasion. He has the giant tank.
Yes.
Yes, and like somehow the tank shell ricochets or something. Mm-hmm. And like the money bin splits open and all the money falls into the sewers.
Mm-hmm. Then he loses it in like e-banking, right?
Yes, that's right. It's the episode Scrooge's Last Adventure.
Yeah.
But it's like 4 or 5 episodes before the last episode.
Yeah.
So. Misleading. But yes, he loses it through e-banking thanks to Fenton. And yeah, that's just off the top of my head. Like, it happens a lot, is the point. Yes, this is like, not even the last time this will happen.
Yeah.
And we see that Dijon's wish kind of altered reality.
Yeah.
Because as far as anybody knows, like Scrooge's own personal security, they are now Dijon's personal security.
Yeah, because they have like no problem kicking Scrooge out.
Yes, yeah, and throwing him in a paddy wagon.
Yeah.
And I love this cop is a pig! Literally!
Fun times.
Yes, it's great. Yeah, and they toss Scrooge in there, and that's when he notices that the dollar sign on his money bin has been replaced by the letter D.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he starts getting on the guard's case, whose name you think is on that building?
Yeah,
and he sees
like,
it,
oh.
and he's like, oh my god.
Dijon.
Yeah, like he really did it. Like he really made that wish.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he gets carted off to jail with Murloc looking on as a giant hawk thing. And Duckburg is cloudy, and there's storm clouds.
Yes.
I love this Toontown-ass police station.
I was literally about to say, it's literally the police station at Toontown.
How are our minds so in sync? What is this? What is this? We haven't talked about this movie in like months. And now our brains are one.
Yes. Oh my god.
What is this? And these damn pigeons are back.
Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck was with the pigeons.
Yes.
Like, is the dad gone? What?
Do we see it? Well, let's see if the dad comes back, because we see the pigeons again in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Wiped out with a wish. If I ever get my money back, I promise I'll never make another wish for myself again.
Because Scrooge is all depressed in his prison cell.
Yeah, and it's raining.
It's raining.
I will say it's very, like, because it, like, starts, like, lightning starts flashing, and you see it, and it's, like, very, like, atmospheric. I'm like, good job, animators.
Yeah, I do like the animation in this whole scene. Like, Scrooge just looks nice. Like, because the animation for him has been sometimes a bit wonky. Mm-hmm. But here it looks very smooth and, like, nice round edges. I don't know, it looks nice. It looks much nicer here. And there's a nice detail of, like, because there's, like, water dripping down from the ceiling. and it like a drop of water like lands on his beak and kind of rolls down, and yes, like he like swats it away.
It's very nice.
Like it just looks nice. His bail's been posted by the whole family. The whole family's there to get him out.
Oh, like, and I guess Webby emptied out her piggy bank for him.
Yes, like, they all did. Like, they all pitched in to bail him out. And yeah, again, like, the animation in this, like, before Beakley gets all squirmy again, the animation's really good. Like, they all look good and on model and nice.
Yes, it's very nice. I love that he's, like, hugging the kids. And...
Yeah, he's happy to see them.
Yeah.
And then Beakley gets squirmy and crying. Yeah, she picks up Scrooge and, like, shakes him around, saying she's sorry.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's like, she has him in a headlock.
Yeah, again, it gets worse. And Scrooge, they tell him that they all chipped in to pay his bail. And he's like, well, don't worry, I'll pay you back with cash at the mansion. I love just, like, the implication that he has just cash lying around.
Everywhere. Under mattresses.
I mean, there is the episode where that is literally what happens. They find $2 million just lying around the mansion.
Imagine.
I can't remember what episode it is. I don't remember why, but for whatever reason, they're looking around the mansion for money and they find $2 million.
Oh my god.
I can't remember what episode. I just remember that scene because it was just so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, point is that the mansion is no longer his. Dijon owns everything.
Yeah, like the kids let him know that he owns like the factories.
Yeah.
And Duckworth is like, even your spat collection, sir.
What does he want that for?
To be a bitch.
And Beakley's just very hysterical.
Yeah. And I think we made this point the last time, but she has very like dainty hands.
Oh my god, yes, I hate it. It's like she's like just flailing and crying, and it's like, girl, have some self-respect, please.
She's choking Scrooge.
Yeah. Scrooge sits down on his little prison bed. Like, oh my god, I've lost everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm ruined. Fucking pigeons again. But the kids are like, well, like, at least we have each other. Like, what about poor Jean? And then if only there's a way they could sneak in and get the lamp back.
Yeah. But Huey makes a comment that like, there's so many alarms. And Scrooge is like, yeah, there's 14,657 of them. No,
there's hundreds of alarms and 14,000 whatever ways to trigger them.
Yes.
Which is a blatant lie, like, considering what we see the traps are.
Yeah. It's like, you guys, the writers should have lowered that number.
Yeah.
If they weren't going to draw as many.
Yeah, lowered our expectations. But the boys are like, but you know how to turn them all off. You know how to get through them all, don't you, Scrooge?
Yeah. And he's like, I do. So then he kind of starts, I guess, feeling better because they're going to plan a full-scale invasion.
And the pigeons fly away. Yeah, I just realized that it is just like the mom baby pigeon.
Yeah.
What happened to the dad?
What's the implication? It's because I feel like it's like Louis made them feel better by saying, at least you have each other.
Yes.
Oh, the fuck.
My pigeon husband is dead.
But at least I have my child with me. Oh my god.
Anyway, back in the money bin, Dijon is having dinner or whatever. But Jean's at the window like, shouldn't we keep an eye out for Murloc?
Yeah.
Like, we're being a little too casual.
And Dijon is like,
this
no.
is the one good Dijon line.
Yeah.
He's like saying, there's no way Murloc will like confront me, the great and powerful Dijon. Plus, I don't think he knows about me yet. And we see that kind of he says that kind of off screen. Like, it's great. That's like the only good line he has.
But no, we see like a silhouette through the window and we pan up and we see that, Murloc knows what the fuck is up.
Yeah, and like, God, this is... He goes to like land on a window, but he can't get like a good grip.
Yeah.
And so his solution is to turn into a cockroach.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
Like, Dijon isn't that hard to overpower. You could just burst in and...
Whatever. Anyway, up in the skies, there is a plane.
Yes.
That Launchpad is piloting.
Mm-hmm.
And Scrooge is going to jump out of it.
Yes.
He is wearing a parachute and a green beret.
Uh-huh. What kills me is stuck with asking, "Snuggy enough, sir?"
Isn't he also, like, dusting him off?
Yeah. Well, it's because he was, like, I guess, tidying up the...
Oh, yes. The parachute straps, but then he also dusts him off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, get any lint. He's about to jump off a helicopter. He's about to jump out of a plane, Doug, where it's cool if he's not, like,
pristine. Oh.
But yeah, no, that is, I didn't notice that dialogue. That's cute.
Snuggy enough, sir.
Aye, Duckworth. All right, lads. Operation Lift the Lamp is about to commence.
And we see he's on the mic, he's on the radio with the boys and Beakley, who are on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And Beakley's, like, their lookout, but she's using fucking are they opera glasses, or are they binoculars on opera glasses?
I think they're, like... Oh, they might be binoculars on opera glasses, but that's funny.
Yeah, that's fun. Let's say it's that second one.
Yeah.
And we see, like, the boys and Webby are all, like, in, not camo, but they have, like, army helmets that they've stuck leaves to.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing, like, leaf skirt things. And Webby still has her big-ass bow. Because nothing says incognito like a big-ass bow.
Yeah. Ugh. So... Scrooge finally jumps out of the plane. I, like, actually really like this shot of, like, Duckburg at night. I mean, it looks huge, more huge than it ever will look. But it looks very nice.
And then, he, flies down with the parachute. And fucking Murloc is trying to... Like, Murloc can't sneak into the money bin.
No.
Like, despite now being a cockroach. And a supposed wizardy man
he just
cannot get in.
Needs the help of children.
Yeah, he sees the kids sneaking in. He's like, oh, awesome, my ticket in.
Yeah.
And we see the first trap or code thing is like a password to get in through one of the doors. Mm-hmm. And the passcode.
It's cash.
It's cash.
Which is like the I think I would guess that first.
Yeah. Like what?
I'd be like cash, money.
Yeah.
And I would just get in.
Yeah,
also,
like
there's a square root in this.
Oh my god, yes. What? Like, Scrooge should have no money left. Like, people should be just coming in and using, not even like an ATM, just like...
No. Just...
Like a free community money pile that people can just take handfuls of.
That's the dream.
I mean, yeah. Oh, Christ. But fucking Murloc the cockroach is able to sneak in after them. Mm-hmm. And he gets on one of their helmets, right?
Yeah, I think it's Louis. And so they go down this, like, checkerboard hall. And they're supposed to only step on...
white tiles?
Yeah. So there they go.
And just, God, we have Christopher Lloyd making little Christopher Lloyd noises as the cockroach. Like, no dialogue, just Christopher Lloyd noises.
Careful, right. C. A.
Yes!
Mr. Lloyd. What? Damn. Scrooge finally makes it to the roof, and find it funny. It's so funny that it's like he gets blown almost off of the roof.
Yes. Yeah, that was a fun detail. He has to cling to the roof with his cane. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Contacts the boys, like, I'm on the roof, and they're like, okay, we're inside. Mm-hmm. And they have to send Webby in through, like, this spider-infested air duct to, like, get to the other side and, like, open another door.
Mm-hmm. And they're actually nice to her about it.
Yes. They say, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
And now they come upon this laser grid, and, yeah, Louis has directions to keep from getting zapped by the lasers.
And he's doing pretty well until, like, he, like, I don't know, stops, and then the laser cuts the paper in half, so he doesn't have the directions anymore. And the laser started going, you know, fucking frantic, and he has to run back.
And the lasers, like, hit him on the head.
Yeah.
But because he's wearing the helmet, it doesn't, like...
Slice
through his brain. Though it does scorch. I mean, I guess the lasers hit Murloc, the cockroach.
Yeah.
Who is, like, again, making Christopher Lloyd noises in pain.
Yes.
Pained Christopher Lloyd noises.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like, oh, how are we going to get through this laser grid then? They're going to shoot the control panel with marbles, because...
Yeah.
Because of...
Marbles.
Because, yes, sure. Marbles. Yes.
Marbles defeat everything.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I hate looking at him as a cockroach.
I know. It's just like the Murloc head on the cockroach body. Like, he doesn't look like a cockroach.
No.
Like, his face is like the full beard.
Uh-huh.
So bad.
Yep.
But basically this means the kids have somehow disabled, like, all of the whole alarm system.
Mm-hmm. So Scrooge is able to get in through the roof.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
He uses his wooden-ass cane to bust open what looks like an iron fucking door.
Yeah.
Like, he breaks the door frame.
Yeah.
What is this cane made of?
Okay.
Yeah, so you have Scrooge, like, he gets into the elevator cables.
Mm-hmm. And Murloc also, still as a flying cockroach, goes into the elevator, but he can't press the button.
As a cockroach.
So I don't know why he doesn't fucking transform into a man.
Yes, okay, yes. This is like, is this time number 3 when he really should have transformed into a dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he just keeps banging his stupid little head against the button.
Until he finally pushes the button.
Mm-hmm.
And just so he can go up a couple floors.
Yeah.
To get to the floor that Dijon is on.
Mm-hmm.
Just transform into a dude. Like, what? What? It's bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't know.
And then Scrooge climbs in through the roof, like the little access hatch of the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And is now on the same floor too.
Yeah. But Scrooge really was doing some daredevil shit in these elevator cables.
Oh my god, he almost got his head crushed.
Yeah.
But he's fine. Murloc, gets to the office, he sees that Dijon has the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
And before he can do shit, Scrooge steps on him.
Yeah.
I wish that could have been it. I wish Scrooge could have stepped on him and just straight up killed him. Yeah. Like he would most cockroaches. Like, if someone went hard enough, you'll get it.
Yeah, well, he's immortal, so I guess he can't.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I mean, but immortal as in... No, he does die.
Yeah.
I think immortal and then he won't die of old age.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Because he didn't wish to be immortal. He wished to live forever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think those are Gene's words.
Yeah, that's different. There's a loophole in there.
Yes. But yeah, so it would have been hysterical if they just killed him here.
Honestly.
In a better movie, he'd be dead here.
Yeah.
We'd be done. Roll credits. He just fist fights Dijon and wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
He's mad enough. He just busted open an iron door.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But no. We see that Dijon is, I guess, planning a trip around the world. He gets his fingers crushed in the globe.
Yeah. But Scrooge and Jane make eye contact from across the room. Mm-hmm. And so Jane starts to distract Dijon while Scrooge sneaks in to get the lamp.
Yeah.
And stupid fucking cockroach Murloc is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And he chooses, I think, this precise moment now to transform back.
Mm-hmm. Into a man.
Yeah, just for the reveal, I guess.
Yeah, because he
the drama.
He climbs up Scrooge, climbs up the cane because he's using the cane to hook the lamp.
Yeah,
and then he grabs the lamp, and Scrooge is like, "What the actual fuck?"
Yeah, Gene just screams. Which, wow, fuck?
Oh my god, he's fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Yes! Aha! Oh, no! Give that back, you dirty... Ooh!
Scrooge gets knocked out because he tries to get the lamp back.
Yeah, he gets thrown into a bookcase, and meanwhile, poor Jean is begging Murloc not to make any wishes, that he can't take it.
Yeah. But no, Murloc does not give a shit. He places the talisman on top of the lamp and is gonna get his infinite wishes.
Yeah, like, Murloc also, like, raises, like, Jean's beak. Like, he puts his, like, his finger, like, tilting his chin up. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
This is, like, a child-coded creature thing. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. It's like...
But yeah, so things are going to be as they once were. Like you said, he puts the talisman on. And Webby and the boys are still in the hall. And they hear Jean, like, screaming over the radio.
Yeah.
And they're like, ooh.
Yeah, they're like, we have to help, so they run off.
Oh yeah, and I just realized Scrooge is totally in the dark about any of this shit because he wasn't listening to anything Jean was saying.
No, so he's like, fuck.
Murloc has to explain to Scrooge that the talisman gives him infinite wishes.
We get this like bulk under a rug crawling, and it's obviously Dijon trying to leave, but no, Murloc gets in his way. He blocks him off. Dijon is like, oh, I know that you and the genie have a lot to catch up on, so I thought I'd just leave you to it. And obviously, like, he's gonna get his ass beaten. Well, not really, because Murloc just tells Jean to turn this disloyal swine into something fitting.
But, like, his wishes are so vague, though. Like, that's not, like, a real wish.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Like, I guess he's leaving it vague, but, like, implying what he wants. I'm like, I feel like that's just, like, wish for a thing. And he keeps doing that, like, with his next wish. He doesn't actually wish for the thing.
No, yeah.
Like,
it's
specifically.
Weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because, like, for the kids, it had to be specific. But I guess it doesn't matter because Murloc is evil and is making these big wishes.
Yeah, it's probably, like, worse that, like, he's making Jean figure out what he actually wants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh. And yeah, like, Jean does turn Dijon into a pig.
Yes. And then he runs off. And Murloc's basically telling him to transform the money bin back into his old castle. Because he wants him to transform this mundane bin, into, like, a fortress more worthy of, very kind of vague wishes. And I love, like, Jean says so sadly, like, oh yeah, Casa de Cuckoo. Like, is that its fucking name? What?
I don't know.
Why is that what it's called?
Oh my god. Yeah, we see this transformation.
This is, I think, the most impressive animation in the movie. Some of the most impressive. Like, this in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we see, I think this is my favorite bit of animation in the movie, just because we see, like, everything not just, like, transform, it, like, crumbles and burns away and, like, deteriorates. Because we have all of Dijon's lavish decorations, and, like, the carpet burns away to kind of, like, a lava-looking
like,
floor.
stone. Yeah. And then we see that, like, the books are, like, turning into, like, bat creatures.
Yeah. And, like, the walls, like, around the money bin split open. And then we see just, like, the vault door.
Yeah.
Just freestanding. And as soon as Scrooge gets that open, that dissolves.
Yeah. And it's, like, burning, like, melting away.
Yeah. Scrooge runs out into his money, which is tilting in, like, an ocean.
Yeah.
And it transforms right out from under him into, like, this black stone.
Yeah. And then it's, like, kind of weird because it's, like, this, like, kind of, like, rotting, like, organic but not really thing.
Like, spikes, like coming out of, like, flesh. Like, it doesn't look like lava. It's, like, flesh kind of looking. And almost, like, it is a kind of unnerving. Like, it's a very jarring animation shift. I mean, I love it. It looks great. But I wish we had more of it. Because, like, I don't know. Like, I wanted more of this very different looking animation.
Yeah.
And then we get, like, another really great scene of the boys and Webby running up the staircase.
Yeah. I think this is one of my favorites because we get this, like, first it's an alarm blaring. So it turns this green room red. And it's really, like, scary, like, eerie.
Yeah.
And yeah, as these kids run up these stairs.
Yeah, like right as they're going to go through a doorway.
The stairs, like, disconnect from the wall. And, like, it's, like, moving.
Yeah, they, like, come alive. Yeah, like, they completely split off from the wall. Like, we see the metal, like, framework jutting out. And the colors turn red. I think it's still, like, the alarm, I think.
Yeah.
That is going between, the like green walls and then the red, like, hellish light coming from below. And then this staircase, which comes alive, starts busting through walls.
Yeah.
Like, going, like, taking the kids up. It looks fantastic. Like, I don't know. Like,
so good.
Who did this? Why does this look so good?
Because they do this, like, also, like, Webby almost fell off. But they do this, like, really fun, like, point of view shot, but not from the front, but, like, from, like, the middle of the staircase. So you see it, like, writhing and, like, making its way through the bin or castle, whatever. And you see, and then we get a shot of the outside.
Yeah, like, this, like, it's crumbling, like, so, like, everything, like, the building itself crumbles. And then this, like, again, this organic looking thing kind of emerges from it. Like, I love this. Like, where was this, like, kind of, not eldritch, but, like, unnerving, dark stuff? Like, where was this earlier? Why couldn't Murloc be cool earlier? We get this whole pan of the castle, which looks great. It looks so good. Like, especially, and then you think about the animation, like, in the mansion compared to this, and it's like, what is happening?
Oh my god.
Like, I mean, I get animation getting cooler during the climax, but this is, like, jarringly better. Jarringly different.
It's way too good. Because, we see, like, his throne kind of, like, I don't know, like, blooms and, like, fucked away. It's,
like, fucking awful. It's great. What the fuck? This is Murloc's vibe. I wanted it earlier.
Yeah.
Not, like, is this the same man who was pushing buttons as a cockroach?
Yeah, exactly.
And bashing his head in? We see the kids are okay. Scrooge is alive, but, you know, his money bin has been turned into this horrifying nightmare escape.
Yeah. Also, this thing is huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's really big.
It's like 3 or 4 times the size of the money bin.
Yeah. And so he's kind of staring out dejectedly, and Murloc tells Jean, like, okay, now I want to go home with this huge house, castle.
And we get this shot of, like, the former money bin from, like, the town's perspective. And we see, like, some random cop, some baker guy carrying a 3-tiered cake in the middle of the night.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love this shot of Murloc's castle from the city, because we see these normal ass buildings.
Yeah.
And then this
fucked
black thing that is, like, grown out of the ground, and the contrast is very fun. Like, this very unnatural thing compared to a normal city. Yeah, so according to Murloc's wish, the castle fully lifts out of the ground and is floating up into the stratosphere.
Yeah. And we didn't say, but Beakley had seen this happen and she had fainted, and now she faints again.
Yeah, because she can't be useful for 2 seconds.
No, absolutely not.
And Scrooge goes to, like, threaten Murloc. He's, like, demanding he put the money bin back.
Yeah.
Before he stuffs the lamp down his throat. It's fun.
And Gina's like, no, like, that's not a good idea. Like, just stop. Obviously, Murloc, oh my god, Murloc is not gonna let that slide. So he goes to stand up, and Jean is, like, begging Murloc not to do anything to Scrooge because he's had a bad day.
Yeah. Scrooge, like, threatens Murloc and then doesn't care.
No.
Like, he's like, what you gonna do about it? Like, bro, he has the lamp.
Yeah.
He can do whatever. He wishes for Jean to cast Scrooge out of his house.
Mm-hmm.
And Jean tells Scrooge that he's sorry, that he has no choice. And Scrooge has this moment of, like, sympathy, of, like, and like, I understand that you can't help. He's, like, just kind of sadly just accepting his fate.
Yeah.
What? And I guess because Murloc's wish was so vague, Jean just generates, like, a mighty wind to blow him off the castle.
Uh-huh.
Which fails to do that. Like, he doesn't fall off.
No. He's, like, you know, holding on via cane, but also we get a shot of just how high up they are.
They are, like, above the clouds in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's pretty cool. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's hanging on. One of the kids still has their
slingshot,
which they use to shoot a marble.
Mm-hmm.
Marbles coming through to shoot it at Murloc's hand so that he drops the fucking lamp.
Yeah, and it works.
It works. And then he like jumps for it, and the kids. Then he falls, and then the kids grab it. Yeah. And they play keep away. Mm-hmm.
They try to throw it to Scrooge, who obviously does not catch it, and also lets go.
Maybe like help your uncle up off the edge.
Yes.
Of this giant fucking floating castle, and then give him the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they throw it, and they throw it over his head. Mm-hmm. So as he reaches for it, he loses his grip and is now plummeting.
Yes. And
I'm sorry, just Murloc, because Murloc's amulet fell off the lamp as it fell, so he picks that up, turns into a griffin. Yes. With this really buff griffin.
He does.
Like, very defined pecs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And biceps. It looks cool, but it's so muscular.
Such attention to detail.
Yeah. And so he jumps after Scrooge to get the lamp, and Jean holds on to Murloc's tail.
Yeah. So, yeah, Scrooge is in a free fall. He still hasn't got the lamp. He's still trying to grab it.
He's, like, trying to swim towards it. But Murloc does get the lamp first. Yeah. But Scrooge is like, fuck this. Uses his coat to kind of, like, parachute up a bit to catch up to Murloc. Yeah. Jumps on his back and proceeds to, like, try to beat him up and grab the lamp at the same time.
He's, like, pulling at his hair, feathers, whatever.
Yeah.
And he manages to, like, get Murloc to let go of the amulet.
Yeah, because he wasn't wearing it. Because since he attaches to the lamp, it was just, like, the amulet. And so he was just holding it in one hand. Yeah. So, yeah, Scrooge whacks, like, the back of his knuckles, like an old-timey teacher with a ruler. Yeah. And he drops it. He drops the amulet. And now he transforms back into regular man. And is now plummeting as a regular man. Yeah. Regular, I guess, non-powered sorcerer man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
And so Scrooge ends up with the lamp. And Jean is floating next to him like, you have to use a wish to get out of this time.
And Scrooge actually does it. And he wishes that his family and him and the bin are back in Duckburg. Yeah. Right now.
Yes. And I love it as in free fall. So we see him poof out of existence. We see this horrifying castle thing poof out of existence. And we see Murloc plummeting to his death. Yeah. Like, he was not included in that wish. No. He falls and through the atmosphere and burns up on re-entry. Yeah. So that's another classic Disney death. Yes. I would say Scrooge was more involved in killing him this time, though I don't know if he knew, like, that would be a consequence of him dropping the amulet, because he was so out of the loop. Yeah. Yep, Murloc meeting his fate as so many Disney villains before him.
You know, we don't see the impact, so who knows what happened. Yeah, he doesn't even say anything as he falls, he just fucking falls.
He just screams, he's dead. So back in the money bin, everything is as it should be. The money's there. The money bin is back in Duckburg.
The famous Scrooge money sign reappears.
Yes.
It's all good.
We see Dijon is also here still. Yeah. He's like in the vault. He's like was in a treasure chest for whatever reason. So Scrooge has one wish left on the lamp. Yeah, Gene's looking real, like, he's not looking forward to whatever this wish is.
No, absolutely not. And Scrooge decides to fuck around with them
just fuck with them. Like, he's like, I'm gonna bury. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this magic. I want to be rid of it, even if it means like burying this lamp in the center of the earth.
Yeah.
And the kids, are like, oh my god, no, you can't do that to Gene.
Yeah, they're trying to like find ways to help Gene. They're like, oh, like we'll hide him in a vault. Like he'll just be a regular boy. Like he'll be in a room. It'll be fine. Scrooge is not having it.
He's just like keeping up the suspense. Like he's like, all right, Genie, get ready for my last wish. He sits down behind his desk.
Genie, get ready to grant my last wish. And yours too.
What do you mean?
I wish the genie would turn into a real boy.
And this scene of like Scrooge makes his wish, he wishes for the genie to become a real boy. We get this shot of Scrooge, like the lamp like rising out of his hands.
Yeah, it's very
and that looks nice. I noticed the number 1 dime is next to him.
Ooh.
That's not where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the bin, or sometimes inside the mansion in a random room. It depends on how the storyboard artists feel and whatever the plot calls for.
Yeah.
This is just a fun Easter egg this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see the lamp rises out of Scrooge's hands, blah 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 blah, transformation, and Gene transforms into a real boy.
A real boy.
And I do like that he doesn't look like his fake real boy disguise. It's like a different outfit and like a hat that fits him.
Yeah. He still got those big ol' eyebrows.
I was about to say, he's been cursed with old man eyebrows forever.
He's excited because now he gets to do all the things that real boys do, which is run through fields, play catch, roll over.
Yeah.
That's a dog.
Yeah.
Ooh, jokes.
Yes, jokes. We still got jokes. And we see that the lamp crumbles, like, to dust without the genie's magic. Which is fun.
Yeah, that's a nice detail.
Yeah. And that means, like, I guess, like, all the genie's wishes are reversed. And because Dijon transforms back into his horrible humanoid person.
Yeah. And, he's in the bin, so he's very excited about that.
Gene thanks Scrooge, asks if he can call him Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah. Scrooge says no.
No, he's like, you're nice, but no. Who's gonna raise this kid?
I don't know. Also, this kid obviously never shows up ever again.
No, we never see him again. There's 1 season left of DuckTales after this, and there's 7 episodes in that season.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Absolutely. Oh, no one gives a shit. Oh, God.
No. With this random new child that has been conjured.
Webby tries to, get Scrooge to play with them. He's like, no, I have my own idea of fun.
And it's to swim in his money bin. So he goes to do that. Yes. And he does, like, we get, like, two jumping into the money bin fake outs. One earlier, and now here. Because as he jumps on the diving board, he sees Dijon trying to sneak out with pants full of money and lands on the diving board. Yes.
And, Dijon is like, oh, we've all been having a good time. I'm going to leave now.
With...
Bye.
He looks like, those suits that you blow up.
Yeah,
it's like, it's that with the bottom half.
Just only the pants.
Yeah, full of money. So the way we close out of this movie, DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp, is Scrooge chasing this man with pants full of money out of his bin and down the street while shouting the
iconic He shouts. It's this really fun shot of like the road and these trails of coins, and he shouts out, "Somebody stop those pants!"
As the DuckTales theme plays us out.
Somebody stop those pants!
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
That is the last line of this movie.
Yeah, and I applaud them for it.
I hate them for it. Look, everything is very nice shot of like downtown Duckburg. It looks beautiful. There's no people.
No, there's no people. Who's gonna help him catch those pants?
And that's it. That's DuckTales the movie. Goodbye.
I'm hysterical at this movie.
And I'm pretty sure that Attack of the Metal Mites, the next time we see Dijon, is it Attack of the Metal Mites or is it Golden Goose that fucking ends with that same fucking line?
I don't know.
I need to confirm this.
Okay, I unmuted it and heard it.
Somebody stop those pants!
Life is...
Yes. Okay, the Golden Goose has a warning about negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures.
Yay!
But not DuckTales the movie.
It's weird. Yeah, that's such a strange choice.
Called BS. Just slap that on every episode of DuckTales.
Oof.
Oh, yep.
Somebody stop this.
Wait, yep, let me double check. Dijon steals Scrooge's wallet and his money belt. Dijon runs out of the house, yelling, "Stop that thief."
Oh.
Not nearly as iconic.
No, "Somebody stop those pants" is way funnier.
Oh boy. That was DuckTales the movie, folks.
Thoughts?
I was gonna ask thoughts. We have some questions to get to.
Ooh, okay.
Have we expressed our thoughts enough?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. Let's see what other people have to say.
Okay.
So I asked people to send in like questions or just comments on their thoughts on the movie, just because I've never heard a consensus on what people think about the movie.
Yeah.
Like people like seeing references to it in DuckTales 2017 because they improved upon every aspect of the characters.
Yeah.
You know, with Ferris Jin and the new Gene the Genie as, you know, examples. See, on our Tumblr, that's Amores Patos Podcast on Tumblr if you want to follow us.
Ooh.
We have a comment from Purple Cyborg Newt. My thoughts on the movie are uncharitable, mostly because Dijon.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on everything Dijon are, nope. My thoughts on your podcast return, on the other hand, are yay. Glad to see you back.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Very sweet. But yeah.
Yeah, that sums it up. Let's see. From Kevin the Devilman. A lot of nostalgia for this movie. I probably watched this more than I watched the show. Granted, I was a bit too young to catch the show. Mm-hmm. Which, fair. And this would have been easy to get like on some kind of single VHS DVD.
Yeah.
VHS or DVD, whatever. I know the two different things.
Yes. The combination VHS DVD.
Yes. From Manic Monkey 00. I haven't watched the movie since I was a kid who had the VHS. I remember liking it then. I watched it so many times. And I think I still word for nostalgia, though there is some stuff that really wouldn't fly now and shouldn't have then. Mm-hmm. I thought Murloc was a pretty cool villain, and I'm sad we didn't get to see him in DuckTales 2017. Mm-hmm. I remember his bird form freaked me out as a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
It's freaky every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was scary because they do a good job with like the
transformations. Yes, the Animorphs. Yeah, those always are solid whenever we see them.
Yeah.
From Milky Escarabajo. Really good first scenes. It all goes downhill from there. The genie is Uncanny Valley. But if you don't mind asking, how would you rewrite it to improve it, or in what aspects would you change?
Oh God.
Oh, damn.
Huh.
Dijon erased.
Yeah.
Step number 1.
I would to me it's a thing of if you want like the villain and then the comic relief, but then Murloc shouldn't also work as comic relief.
Yes, he doesn't work. Like, unless they were to lean more into, like, Jafar, who is comedic, but evil.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Murloc is barely even, like, evil.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess, like,
because he kind of just, like, I don't know, throws tantrums, I guess. He's not, like, I don't know.
He has, like, next to no interactions with the main characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, they don't even know his name.
No.
Until, like, the very end. Scrooge doesn't know who this guy is
Exactly.
until, like, 2/3 of the way through. I think, I mean, if we were to rewrite it, I mean, it'd be like from the ground up rewriting.
We would fix it by just making Aladdin the movie.
Yes. Okay, yes, we actually didn't cover that. That Aladdin did this basically whole plot a million times better. A great villain. I love Jafar.
Mm-hmm.
A good henchman. Iago, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
I know. I was so sad.
I was bummed. I was bummed.
Yeah.
I mean, Robin Williams as the genie. Say what you will about, like, the negative effects that Robin Williams' genie had on animation.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yes.
In the movie, he does, I think, still stand up. So, if I were to just rewrite this whole movie, I would remove every single aspect of it. And include the characters from the show, like, at the very least, Bubba Duck. But at most, Gizmo Duck and Beagle Boys. Why wasn't Magical the villain? Who the fuck is Murloc? Like,
I don't know.
It's like they were ripping off Aladdin, or Aladdin ripped them off. I don't know what it is, but it is too much like Aladdin. Yeah. And not good.
Yeah.
like if you wanted a magical sorcerer villain, Magica's right there.
Yeah.
What are you doing creating this new guy who does nothing?
No idea.
I mean, if I were to rewrite it, it'd be ground up.
Yeah.
Like, rewrite.
Yeah, because there's aspects of it that I like and, like, jokes.
Yeah.
/ scenes. But there's a lot that I'm just
because plot-wise, I mean, there isn't much travel. Like, there's no traveling. We're in Egypt, possibly, for 10 minutes, and then we're in Duckburg the rest of the movie. We're in the mansion for, like, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we travel more in a single episode of DuckTales. Like, so that the fact that they're homebound for a lot of it is also not great.
Yeah.
Alright, one more question on our Tumblr from Araminakilla. Basically, the only childhood memory I had of DuckTales 1987, this movie. It was broadcasted a lot of times in Peru. I liked the animation, how they portrayed Gene as someone with PTSD, how threatening Murloc was, and how Scrooge came to his senses at the end. Dijon, he's another topic.
Yeah.
Still can't believe we got Dijon lore, and he had more screen time than his 17 counterpart. If a continuation of the reboot is possible, I wish we could see Gene and Jin meeting and Murloc return.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
From Wizard Bronla, I was wondering if you were going to continue looking at stuff within the Duckverse, even though the show is done, or is it like over? So I think as we've talked about our plan for this podcast going forward is obviously recapping the premiere of every show in the Disney afternoon, and for the ones that have movies, this and Goof Troop, that's it. That have movies, we'll do the premiere and then the movie. Mostly because I want to talk about a Goofy movie. Yeah. Which means we also had to do this one, which I'm like, fine, that's fine.
That's a
we
sacrifice.
Finally did it. It's a sacrifice, yes. So this is the last time we will recap DuckTales for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I mean, because after this, there's... Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale is going to have their movie.
Yeah.
But that's a new development, so it's fine that we forgot. Yeah, so next is Chip and Dale, because we're going chronologically. Chip and Dale, and then their movie.
Yes.
And then after Chip and Dale, chronologically, I believe, is Darkwing, and then Tailspin, and such. Though, I guess when Darkwing Duck gets its reboot.
Yeah.
Which we're getting little morsels of information we'll go back to being like a fully duck podcast. Yes. And talk about the Darkwing reboot. But that's at least a year off, I think.
Yeah. So for a while we'll stay in the Disney Afternoon verse, and then yeah.
I mean, I think either way our plan is to get through all the way through who's last? Is it Mighty Ducks that's last?
I don't remember.
See, the Mighty Ducks it's not Quack Pack. I think it is Mighty Ducks that's last. Anyway, yeah, my plan is to get through everything chronologically and still do the Darkwing reboot when it starts.
Yeah.
And on our Twitter, we have a question from Sexy Donut 666.
Hey.
How would you have fixed the plot with your expert DuckTales and movie knowledge? Thank you.
Yeah. I guess I guess we kind of answered this. We wouldn't. You can't fix this.
You can't fix this. It's unfixable. Like, there's, like, common sense stuff, like anything with Murloc. Making him be a more proactive villain.
Yeah. Everything with Dijon.
Yeah. Like, I think, like, there's no fixing this plot. Just because the plot is just so... There's no meat on this plot. I don't know.
Yeah. It's... Like, I don't know, the bit with, like, Webby and her wish is, I would try to do something else with, I don't know what.
Aladdin did a similar premise.
Yeah.
A million times better, so just a different story. Like, there's any number of stories this movie could have been. This plot does feel very safe. Because not much happens, and...
Yeah.
Like, besides a few moments, like, the opening is really good animation, and then the emergence of the castle is great. But that's animation, that's not story.
Yeah,
So the story is just lacking. And, considering they could have done literally anything, and that they did play it so safe.
Yeah.
I love seeing a movie like Gizmoduck, can you imagine? Like, with good animation, Gizmoduck doing shit. Like, that would be real fun.
So good. Or even, like Boba Duck trying to, I guess time travel is such a fun concept for, like, a movie.
Let's see. From Wish for Weblina, that comment. For me, it was an amazing journey with captivating animation, interesting story, new likable characters, and a nice way to end this iconic duck show. In my opinion, that movie is a great source of family, adventure, and love that can be watched and shared even to this day. And they say, P.S. Love your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that we don't that we don't agree about this movie. It's fun. Yeah. Like, I say it's fine. But it just feels very safe. Like, if they could have definitely done, like, a more family focused angle to it.
Like, Scrooge is such a bitch most of the episode.
Yes.
I feel like it does have, like, obviously his arc, especially like when he's in jail and all that stuff. Yeah. But I'm like, could have dug a little bit more into, like, family.
Family. Like, why wasn't Donald here?
Yeah.
At the very least. Like, if they're not going to acknowledge any of the new characters they painstakingly added to the canon.
Exactly. It's a very, like... I don't know, I guess it shows to me that you don't have to watch the show. And not that, like, original DuckTales has a lot of super, like, continuity, like...
Yeah, no god.
But still, like, you don't have to even know at all what DuckTales is to watch
Yeah, which is weird considering who worked on the movie.
Yeah.
People who were working on the show up to this point.
Well, I guess it's...
Yeah, so that is weird.
The belief that, like, that way the movie would sell more. Because you don't have to,
Which it didn't.
Yeah, like...
Obviously.
You don't have to limit to people that have seen the show. It's like, everyone can watch it. It's like...
Yeah.
And I mean, also, like, I guess common theme is a lot of the people have, like, childhood nostalgia for it, and I don't, like, at all.
Yeah. Like, I didn't watch this while... Like, obviously, I first learned about and watched DuckTales when I was in middle school. I didn't learn about this movie till after.
Yeah.
We do have one comment/fun fact from Jeremy Fuscaldo that Alan Burnett was a co-writer on the film and Greg Weisman was a creative executive.
Oh.
That's the Gargoyles man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, that name sounds really familiar.
Yes. I'm not going to fact check that. I'm going to assume they're telling me truth.
Yes.
But yeah, that is our last comment / question. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for sending in your comments and your questions and for asking how we would make this
better.
Yes, this... I don't know how to charitably describe this movie. This very long episode better.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, for joining us through the end of our DuckTales 1987 journey.
Wow.
And yeah, I hope you guys stick around. We've got Chippendale next, which will be miserable for both of us.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have not seen that in, 2 years?
2 years.
Oof, we'll see.
Yep. It'll be fine. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it delights me.
Yes. Let's hope. If anything else, we have the Chippendale movie to look forward to.
Yes.
Whatever that looks like. But, yes, again, thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on Twitter at Amores Patos.
You can also follow us, send us comments, questions to our Tumblr at amorespatospodcast.tumblr.com.
You can send us questions and comments and such, also to our Gmail at amorespatospodcast@gmail.com. You can leave us a rating and review on iTunes, which will make us very happy and, do good for our ratings. And we read them aloud on the podcast, so have your comments read aloud. And thank Michael at Spintrick for our lovely cover art. And at last, saludos amigos.
Saludos amigos.
Christ, what is wrong with us?
But it's only some loose change!
I'll change your face, you thief! Somebody stop those pants!
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales.